Where were we? We were back in Redvant. After you've been hopscotching all over the goddamn place. So you were in the Border Forest not too long ago, a day ago I think it was actually. Having lost, rest in peace, Andriel, turning her into some kind of sphere of death, and seeing Bryn and having teleporting back, you then left the forest and went straight into Allhearth, which was under some kind of spell, under some kind of controlling faction, sending spells and communication spells, scrying spells, all not working inside the city. As you spoke to the Oakshine family, Faywin dropping some truth bombs about their son maybe being alive and probably being in the city, as well as her parents being in deathly danger and making light of it. Also, of course, the most important piece of information, her brother might have had a girlfriend, which I'm sure they enjoyed, and then telling them to leave. So the Faywin's parents, were going to pack up and use the Fey portals within Allhearth to leave Allhearth and take residence up in the Feywild, whilst whatever goes on in Allhearth continues. But as you guys kind of went and explored some different areas, Jeff's old haunt, trying to find if Vex was still there, potentially she is, her closet was left behind. Lots of strange happenings. You decided to cut from Allhearth and head back to Redvant to collate all the information you have, find out what's been going on, get your ducks in a row before deciding what to do next. You know the Death Bloom is in the forest and has a lair of sorts somewhere within there, but where it is you weren't quite sure at the moment. And whilst you were in Allhearth, you found out some information about some of the powers and magics that were being used, but were not sure what was going on there overall either. Arriving in Redvant, you met up with Bo and the Druids, where he managed to finally give you a message he's been trying to send you to tell you to get in contact with the Myconids, that Grom and the Earth Druids had found the Underdark, or the Neverlight Grove, the area of the Underdark where the mushrooms live, and get in contact with them because they were trying to, or were telling Grom and team to send a message to the person that had given them the sigil that you had handed off to them. The Myconids had sprung a surprise, or something a Myconid-like had sprung a surprise on you in Allhearth, near the Druid's base, where some of Tycho's notes also is hinted to a link between the Astral Sea and the Myconid people, that there is a leader of, or a overall Myconid presence, whether it be one entity or not, some kind of hive that runs the Myconids called the Hive Florus, that has some link potentially to the astral plane and could be a way of understanding more about what was going on. So you had all this information, we're piecing it all together, came back to speak to Bo, and we left with you all brain dumping this into Bo's hands before you were able to collect it all together, ask some questions, and find out where it was you were going to go from here. So we did stop after you had passed that all over to Bo, and you hadn't rested yet, I believe. Is that right? I don't think you'd actually gone to sleep. So up to you guys whether there's any spells you would like to do, any questions you would like to ask of Bo now, or do you want to get your rest done so you're into the next day and then pick up from there?
I was going to discuss with Bo about Tycho's research.
Yep.
And see whether he had heard of any of this to do with the Myconids at all before as well.
Ooh. He is of the wrong. No. Bo was essentially working for the elves the time before. He wouldn't have had a lot of contact with Tycho, so I don't think it would have been his school of druidry to really have any idea of. So he doesn't know anything from his time with the elves. and his time working then with Brom in this last piece, there's nothing that he understands of that information from Tycho.
Okay. What other notes I've got here? Is Bo a wood elf as well, or is he?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mentioned to him about when we spoke to Hugh and about Linnea Greenlead leaving the Commonwealth. I guess asking him about the significance of her leaving, maybe, or I'm assuming he would have known her from being
with the guard. He would have known her from the opposite end, which would have been his link was to the elves that were in the border patrol, the border control force, who were from Eden originally. So the backwards work from who was important in Eden, he would have known from. What do you want to know from him? Sorry. Just what he thinks of that.
Yeah, generally, just kind of, I don't know. It's just weird that she just upped and left the Commonwealth, I guess. And she was meant to go back to Eden, but she'd still been seen in town.
Yeah. Yes, I think Bo would. One thing is weird. I think his main worry would be what the Wood Elves will do. If they're pulling people back from Orhearth as well, they pulled. We know that they had some problem with contamination, right, with the Death Bloom, with what was going on here. But if they are pulling people back to Eden to lock down Eden, which is what they believe, what's the next move of the Wood Elves would be the worry. And if she's still there, that's a good sign. If she did leave, that's a bad sign, because that's the Wood Elves distancing themselves from the Commonwealth as well. If the Druids are gone and she leaves, inside the Commonwealth, it's a High Elves. There's not a lot of Wood Elf presence there. So yeah, if she's still there, that's a good sign. If she's not there, that's a sign of like the Wood Elves pulling back and like a reclusivity being shown by the Wood Elves.
Okay, I guess the last thing I'd probably mention is about the city guard and how, from what I could see, they were drow elves disguised as the city guard.
Roll and
whether that ties into anything.
Roll an insight check for me as you're having this conversation with Bo.
That is got an insight in 8 is +5, so that's a 18.
18. As you're going, he's very worried by that essentially the Commonwealth Guard can't be trusted if you can't tell, if only you can tell by true sight who is truly a guard and who is a infiltrated guard. He will then circle back to your first conversation and say, if Linnea left and has now been seen, did she leave and she's been replaced? Or is it the actual, can you get confirmation that it's actually her? Because if the guards can be replaced, who else could be replaced?
Yeah. That's along the thoughts I was thinking with the colonel as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
If guards have been replaced, that would say the Commonwealth Guard cannot be trusted across the board. You've got to be really careful. But if you're having reports of people leaving and then showing up again, they could very easily have been replaced rather than left. So someone that leaves that you know is left, you just bring someone in that's disguised as them and oops, easy peasy.
Okay. I don't think I really got anything else at the moment. I think of.
I'd like to send some messages to people, but you've killed all of my friends, so I have no one to talk to.
Have I killed my friends, or has your inaction killed them?
I thought you were saying that to Bo. I was like, you weren't in the room with Bo. How has Bo killed all your
That
friends?
was directly at me, I think. That was a shot fired across the table, out of the world into the eyes of the sun. I haven't killed anybody. Sure, some of them have turned into spheres.
You may not have taken notes for Jeff because I'm not very nice to Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
But when I spoke to him last, I spoke to him about the thrall, right? And he said that's not something he was aware that the circle were doing, and maybe they went in a different direction.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yes, the thrall doesn't sound like a circle initiative. But what do you know? So what you know of the circle is that it was or is a drow-led enterprise. You also know of the drows that you know that were in the circle or had some affiliation to the circle were also working with a mind flayer. So you don't know if that's a permanent thing or a not permanent thing, but the thrall part is not from the circle.
Okay.
What GF has told you is that their plan as an organization was always secretive. It was all about espionage, all about getting things your way without having to, like, why take over a country when you can just get a country to give you what you want without having to take over it? What's the point? Like, why go through? You didn't have to have a war with someone to slowly bleed them of all the things that you want or to get the right deals that you want. So the circle were all about infiltration and espionage and just tweaking things to their advantage, whatever that might be. Whether that's better trade deals, more money, where stuff might be hidden for certain things. But it was never, the circle's ambition, from what Jeff's told you, was never world domination.
Mm-hmm.
They had a pretty good deal for what they want. And then what he knows is that there was a movement from newer members of the circle that led to him being killed, and that he's pretty sure that it's a bunch of little fucking upstarts that have killed him. But again, how much does he know about who actually killed him, other than he knows who's actually stabbed him?
Mm-hmm.
But what their motives were, why they came about it, he doesn't seem to know.
I am in that case going to use a sending spell to Vex, please. And I'm going to say, Vex, it's Faywin. I want to say your BFF, but I shan't.
Yep.
Are you safe? You gave me Jeff for a reason. Was it only to know who caused his demise?
Roll on a Arcana check.
17.
17. You take 7 points of psychic damage.
But she's supposed to be somewhere else.
Well, now you know she's not.
You said
Unless
Vex,
they're
right?
evil too. Pardon?
You said Vex.
Yeah, Vex.
Yeah. The one with the closet in the bedroom in the Worth.
Yeah, who left a message saying she was going to blah, 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 blah.
Rahid.
So maybe she tore it up and didn't go.
Maybe Strap and didn't go.
Maybe it was all a ruse.
Maybe
I mean,
people
you're
are
sending
chasing
her
her.
pally messages, and the last time we saw her, she fought against us with a mind flyer.
But she sent her WhatsApp to give me the thing. So I feel like we're still friends. Okay, so when I get that pain, whoever is still awake, I will tell them
Yeah.
I tried to leave a message for Vex, but I got the damage. So unless the place she was going is also has some sort of block on divination magic, it seems that she never left the city, or she's back.
The only thing I want to do is just before bed. It's not on my sheet because I've changed spells thinking we were having a long rest.
Yeah.
But I did have it all day. I'm just going to cast Mind Blank on myself before bed.
Nice.
Ooh, what does that do?
Yeah, what is that?
It makes me immune to psychic damage. And people reading my thoughts and shit.
For how long?
For 24 hours.
Oh.
If you guys just stay in the city for another 24 hours, that'd be really helpful.
Okay. Only if I can message people.
You can't message people you want.
Yeah.
Just won't work.
Well, is scrying a divination spell? Because I'm sure Zach can do that.
I'm sure it is.
I don't want to do anything.
So the question Bo will then pose back to you guys is, what's the plan? Where are you going from here? How are you planning to, I suppose, track down the Death Bloom now that you have all this information? Is that still your plan? Because you're a bit stuck.
It is ultimately. We have a few more villages that we haven't, well, a few more ruins that we haven't gone to yet. But I think first protocol is getting to the Myconids if they're asking for us.
Yep.
And maybe they'll be able to help us in some way.
Yeah. Well, he would agree that Grom's message was pretty adamant that these Myconid will not give them any more information until they can speak to these people. They're going to continue to try and break down and like work with Myconids that are there, but they are non-cooperative. Almost.
And
I think he said almost like
they
scared.
went in the first entrance
They went in the first
we came
entrance,
across, didn't they?
Yeah.
And that was 3 days ago now? 2 days ago?
2 days ago. Yeah, the message was supposed to get sent to you yesterday. So it would have been 2 days ago it happened. Yesterday you should have got a message, but then it's been a day.
I can send to him, Von Ran, if you need to find out more about where they actually are before I sleep, because I've still got a lot of spell slot.
Yeah, that might be worth getting an exact location so we know the fastest way to get there. We have a couple of entry points.
Cool. Could I do that then, please?
Mm-hmm. So it's through to Grom.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we don't need to go through the full 25 words. He will say that they entered through the same way that you guys had entered through. That's in the north. They are somewhere between there and Whitewood, would be their estimation, like in the hex between. So they're deeper into the Underdark. And that your best bet to find them would be to enter the Underdark and then use some kind of location to follow them, to not get lost through the caves. They can't give you. They could, if you came in for the way they went, you could follow the path they came. But the easiest way is going to be to get in and do a location style spells to follow exactly where they've gone. But they haven't gone too far from. Yeah, they're still in the north.
Does anyone have that, or do you need me to get a locate?
I can do some stuff. I'm just checking with that.
Your commune with nature would do the same similar sort of thing, right?
Yes, the radius is less in underground setting, so.
Oh, okay.
I can only do animal and object. Can't do people or creature.
You know the object he's got.
I can do locate creature.
So you could do creature, yeah. If you can do creature, it's good. If you've got object, you know the talisman that he gave him. Von can describe it to you enough, I think. There's enough things you could do to use those magics to ensure you don't get lost, which is what you're trying to do.
Okay.
Mainly, just
make sure to put on locate creature overnight then.
Don't get lost.
Would it be swampy in there?
No, not really swampy.
I have both locate creature and locate object as well. So.
I just realised I did have locate creature active already. So yeah, cool.
But yeah, that'd be the best bet to find them. They travelled into the Underdark and have found these creatures, but they are somewhere between Whitewood and the entry point that you gave them. So it's up to you which way in you want to go. You could teleport and travel to either. Nice. Anything else you want to relay or share with Bo or talk through about information you found on certain things? Or are you going to go Myconids first and see what happens?
I mean,
What
so
about the
anything you
unjailed
haven't
stuff?
told? Yeah, I suppose because that didn't get through the messages, did it? So I guess
Can we recap that
Mm-hmm.
with him?
Yeah.
And did he know that they were boyfriend and girlfriend from me?
He didn't. Well, he didn't know him that well because he was stationed down with the Redvant. So he's like, great. That's, thanks for that news. That's really good.
You're welcome.
Just trying to go through what he might have been able to add.
And I will also say with that is that did he get any word from the other druids of like any effects happening throughout the forest after that event happened?
Mm-hmm. Oh, so he'll ping out to ask. Nothing came back from the guys, but again, you've got the air druids are going to be the ones that are going to be have the best chance of seeing what's going on. So no one reported anything strange. The only ones that have thus far are the Earth Druids who have found the Myconids, who have kind of halted them and told them to get hold of you guys. From the information on Undriel, as you see him trying to process through then, okay, what you might be looking for, he will give me everyone give me insight or investigation checks as you help.
Zaga wouldn't be there. He wouldn't be bothering with talking about it.
I only
got
rolled a 6.
17 for insight.
That is a 31 for insight.
Oh.
Nat 20 plus 11.
Nice.
12.
That's my nat 20 for the night. Wasted.
Yep. So, a few things. One, as you're going through and trying to pinpoint where, talking to the Myconids is going to get you some information, and hopefully we'll add some more pieces to the puzzle from the pieces you have. He goes through and he's like, well, if you've seen and you know Undriel, his question is this sphere that you've seen, is this ball of energy still Undriel, and could you locate the Death Bloom from this ball? Because you know what it is. So if you know what it is, is it locating Undriel or is it locating the ball? Has she passed on enough that you can't use that to try and find out where the Death Bloom now is, because you have this link. So that's one of the questions he passes back to you. On the 31, he delves in a little bit more with you, Arta, on the conversation, the single question you had with your god around the type of power this is. And again, if there's anything that you can do that others might not be able to do to hone in on locations or to hone in on sources of great divine power. If it's something divine, it's something godly, there's some link, we don't know what it is, but could you be using that to also hone in and locate where this overall area is, where this sphere now is, where whatever the Death Bloom is planning, wherever that has happened, is there a way of using divine as your source of searching rather than trying to find you were originally trying to find plant, and it feels like you're so far detracted from plant now that the divine is a better choice for location to try and hone down your searches. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that you have found out enough. No. Cool. But yeah, I think as he's going through and pulling up, if you're looking at all the pieces of the puzzle you have, and he's just trying to put more pieces in your board to help you try and work out what's going on.
Almost like more context.
Yeah. You know that your god has said there's something going on. Your god was unsure, and then he said it's something to do with divine. If the Death Bloom is using divine power or powered from divine, there is something divine going on. If it is, it's got to be bloody powerful. If it's bloody powerful, maybe searching for a source of divine power is a better chance than looking for a Death Bloom, which is something plant-based. He feels like what you're dealing with is not a plant-based Death Bloom. This is something divine, this is something else. So again, he's saying all the evidence here is pushing you away from what we think this is. It is not. It's something very, very different. So maybe search for that instead. So I think that'd be the two puzzle pieces he puts back in to your board is, divine, and is Undriel still Undriel even if she is a sphere, or is she just a sphere now, and will either of those work if you're trying to locate and find a creature and you're trying to hone down to an area inside the jungle or the forest?
So she might not be dead.
She looked pretty dead, but does her essence still survive inside whatever
soul.
it is? So the question is she dead? Is she still there if she's if you die and become a zombie, would we be able to find you with a locate creature spell saying, can we find Faywin, even though you're Faywin zombie?
Right.
It's like an open question. He's like, no, I don't know. So if she is, that her essence is alive in an undead form or in a different form whatsoever, you might be able to still, whatever of her is still alive and whatever power of hers is being harnessed, you may be able to tap into to help you just locate where you've got to go. Apart from that, yeah, there's not much else I think he can help you with.
What a waste of a nat 20.
There would be other things, but you chose to ask one single question, so I mean, there's got to be
I
some
asked
consequences.
2. Well, one wasn't
No,
a question,
one
one
wasn't
was
a
more a
question.
statement.
Well, if you want to be pedantic, I've given you loads of stuff, you just haven't picked up on it. Stick that in your pipe and smoke it. Nice.
My pipe doesn't smoke, remember? My pipe is just decorative. Oh, no, wait, I don't think I have it anymore. I think I threw it at something. I cast light on it and threw it at something.
It's deep in the pocket somewhere, full of fluff. Sweet. So if that's everything, I think, yeah, unless there's specific things you want to delve into, ask questions about with Bo, then we'll leave and you guys can get your rests and then decide where you shoot out to, or not rest and shoot straight out. But I'm assuming you're going to want to rest.
Yeah.
I was assuming we were resting.
Yeah.
One last thing with Mind Blank, I've only just noticed I am as immune to divination spells as Allhearth is.
Yep.
Oh, Jenny won't be able to reply to your message about the big orb. What a shame.
She replied at the time when I messaged her.
She might have more information and you won't be able to hear it.
She's like that cliche, that catchphrase from Jackie Chan Adventures, the cartoon. One more thing. Am I allowed to do that voice? I don't know if I am. We'll just pretend I didn't.
I don't know. It's borderline. Remind me next time Faywin's about to cast a sending spell to Mind Blank her.
That doesn't stop her making the messenger, does it? It just stops her being able to be...
I hope it would stop her getting a reply.
Oh, no, I don't think it does.
That
I
would
don't think it
kill her inside.
does. Also, she has the Jeff Ring is kind of like a mind blank.
Yes,
Not
mind
as
shield.
powerful, yeah. Wicked. You will go to sleep. The end of day 69. Giggity giggity goo boop. So you can all take a long rest as you rest in Redvant and awake on day 70. Bright and early. You can get up at the crack of dawn because you're all so goddamn raring to get going again. On the beginning of the day, who would do what where? Yeah. Not yet.
I couldn't remember if John was dead, so I used another spell slot last night to resummon him, just in case.
I did drop him off his perch, and he is actually snapped off. So if we could leave him dead, that'd be really handy. Because I'm pretty sure I've had to glue him onto this thing like 2 or 3 times.
I know Horse was dead and I haven't resummoned him yet.
Yeah. Oh, Horse. We remember you fondly.
I'm going to do my usual early morning stuff up for everyone.
You sure you want to do that?
Yes, I am
No,
sure.
it's been really rubbish. I would just give up on it.
Everyone gets 13 additional max hit points.
Boo. Give up on Heroes.
Oh, I
Feast.
forgot to mention before bed I made a 5x5 temple in the corner of the room
Okay. Sweet.
because I had the spell slot. I was just double checking.
Sorry,
Nice.
How much HP did you say?
13.
An extra 13, and then all the immunities and
Unlucky for some.
advantages to wisdom.
Nice. That takes me over 200 HP.
Oh, Jesus.
200.
202. That takes me to.
That's ridiculous.
That is ridiculous.
I've got 156. I thought I was the bee's knees. Right, you can frontline
think
now.
you've got one of the
me,
lowest.
do it.
Oh, now.
Yeah.
Now that Von Van's done the feast, should I teleport us all to the Isle of Bryn
Yeah, do it. Just go
for a
somewhere
nice
for a
whiskey
holiday.
holiday?
Go and visit Corin's ancestral roots.
That's when all the halflings become cannibals and you'll get eaten. Wicked. What's the plan?
I think heading from Whitewood, because that was closer to where we saw the Myconid before.
Mm-hmm.
So assuming they're probably in a similar location.
Yep. Yeah, you know
That'll
where
probably
the
get us
information's-
to them quicker than going from the other side, I imagine.
Yeah. You know, yeah. You, and that way you know more of the routes as well. Because from the original entry point, you didn't actually go into the Underdark. You went into a cave, which showed you how to get down into the Underdark. But that were it. Wicked. Gonna tree stride out.
Yes.
Tree stride out as you get your stuff sorted. Leave Bo for the day as he gets set up down in the command center at the bottom of the Silent Dagger. Awaits the messages from the rest of the druids. He will send a message to Grom in advance to tell him that you are on your way to him today. Give me a second. I accidentally just closed the wrong tab down because I am a genius. Oot. Cool. Nice. So you tree stride to Whitewood. Whitewood was the area that you came out first into the overground and had seen the husks of what were potentially elves that had their chests exploded, that were fungal beings that started a kind of a fight against you. You can see as you tree stride not too far from there, make your way back to that entryway down, that the Myconid growth around here looks similar. A lot of those elven figures you destroyed, so there doesn't look like any new ones that have appeared here that were there before. And you can see how where the Myconid growth grows out into the sunshine. Jeez, I got burps. It goes out into the sunshine, that it shrivels up and dies off. These Myconid growths still have like some form of sun sickness where they can't be in the daylight, and you can use that to make your way down into the Neverlight Grove, into the Underdark, or the Neverlight Grove being the area of the Underdark that the Myconids kind of take precedence over. So this is the southern point where you entered the forest for the first time from the north. So how are you going to navigate yourselves through the Underdark?
Question with the community nature.
Yep.
I guess if I do it outdoors, will it just get blocked off from the underground bit to the distance? Or is it if I do it in the underground, it has that distance?
Let me read it. Commune. I think you'd have to do it in the terrain for which you want the information on, right? Is it that much smaller, the distance then?
Yeah, it goes from 3 miles to 300 foot.
Oh, damn, Dan.
So quite significantly smaller. I mean, even the locate creature one is only 1,000 foot as well, which I guess is probably not going to be worth doing anytime soon either.
No, so it's whether, I suppose, has anyone got the ability to cast that ritually?
No, I can only do it for my trading.
So you'd probably want to use your commune with nature to pick your way if you don't want to waste spell slots, to pick your way slowly through the Underdark.
We're immune to poison. Why don't we just barrel on ahead?
Because you don't know where you're going.
Yeah.
So you can go the general direction, and then what you would have to do is commune with nature to get a pinpoint on where you're going. If you're looking for... Yeah, because what would be your ping that you're looking for underground?
I mean,
Grom,
I guess...
or the...
Or one or the other, I guess. A combination of the two. Because each time you can search for 3 things, can't you? So.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do it that way. Let's do a cheeky little... We'll use your commune with nature to give advantage on some of the tests that we do. So as you've only got it out to 300 foot, so you can ask for certain questions, and then we'll do others skills based on whatever other skills people want to use to try and track your direction. You know you are entering into the Whitewood and you want to head in like a northeasterly direction because that takes you to where they would have entered. But until you get the ping on the commune with nature, you're not quite sure where you're going. So if you pick your 3 things you want to look at, and then we'll do rolls based on those things to see whether you stay on track or not, or how far off track you get, or if you find other things out. So what?
Okay,
would
yeah, I
you
guess
be
the three
looking for?
things would be Grom, Myconids,
Yeah.
and so the main. I'm trying to remember what the main area was like that we cleared for them.
Which is the big growth.
Was there water there? I can't remember what the surface
Is this when there was the? Is this when there was the trunk thing
when there was all
with the purple arm hanging
Yeah.
out? Yeah, there was water, and there was like a green fog over the top of it.
So I guess bodies of water as well then.
Okay. Nice. So yeah, as you go out and ping for those in general directions, for those 3 tests, I will say one will be survival, one will be a nature, and one I've typed in survival. And one will be an investigation. So they can be rolled at advantage. You can decide between yourselves who wants to do what. Investigation. To try and pick up along the route any of those things.
I'm good at survival.
You good?
I'm +9 to nature.
Yeah, you already got advantage on it because of the using the spell. So I wouldn't give enough help to other people. It's not going to be so. But yeah, depending if you fail, we can then see if other rolls are required.
Do you want me to do nature then, Von, and you do survival?
Yeah, I
Or
got
someone better at investigation?
I got a dirty 20 for survival.
Oh, I got a nat 20.
Oh,
29, and then the other one was a 25
Okay.
for nature.
Who wants to give me investigation? Find
What am I investigating?
to look for signs of non-Myconiid movement, so human movement in the underground.
And is this with advantage or something?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Or summon.
23.
23, nice. Cool. So as you get into the Underdark, using the commune with nature, using the compass points to kind of keep yourself on the track, you pick your way slowly through the tunnels. On the way down, you remember there were lots of smaller winding tunnels that then in the end led to much wider tunnel sets to move through. Where you are here is in the smaller tunnel sets as you're making yourself, you're winding yourself out and through. The Myconid growth here is very strong. Like the mushrooms that list the bioluminescence of all of the Myconid growth within the cave is very bright. Like brightness has been turned up. There's a lot of energy going on here. And as you're piecing your way through to try and find the river that you had flowed before and followed that was full of the gas before, that now you're expecting water to see this much growth, you kind of pick your way through smaller routes. And so you start hearing noise. You hear moving. What sounds like... what would it sound like? Very interesting. Doesn't quite sound like... it sounds like a rumble, like something's rolling or something is being pushed or something is being dragged. But there's like a general sound of shuffling that you can feel through the tunnel. None of the Myconid or the growths and stuff are moving, but you can feel movement in the ground and around you, even if you can't see it, as you kind of follow your way through in this direction. You got 29 on nature, didn't you? As you are passing your way through your tracks, you kind of... The grumbling and the rolling, I wouldn't say with as you guys are moving through, it wouldn't make you think, something large is coming together. It just feels like a low, almost like an earth tremor, but it feels very calm. It feels very consistent. It has like a drum-like rhythm beat to it that just is almost a bit like a heartbeat, is soothing rather than alarming. It doesn't speed up, it stays rhythmic, and it almost, as you're moving through, you just can feel it in the back of your mind. It's like as the ground slowly shakes. After half an hour,
Can I
maybe a
feel
bit
it
more.
in the back of my mind with the mind blank thing?
It's not mind, it's physical.
Okay.
The ground itself it's almost like you're inside a musical instrument in some way. Like the walls themselves, whilst they aren't visibly shaking, you can feel the vibrations off the wall. It's like in the next room someone's got a bass speaker up really loud, but it's playing soothing nature beats, because it just is a slow rumble. So as you're moving through, it's actually quite calming as you're making your way through, but it just keeps this rhythmic kind of grumbling, this rolling, this dragging sound that just is like, it just is constantly there. And because you're using the commune with nature, you have to stop every so often just to cast a spell out and move again, cast a spell and move out. Just every 300 foot, it's a slow process following back the growth. And the deeper you get in, the stronger the Myconids plants themselves get. And again, they don't look polluted. They don't look like the death bloom. They don't look that deep, sickly purple. They are bright yellow, bright green, bright red. They look healthy, they look strong, and they are incredibly violent. It's almost like bright down here in the Underdark as you are making your way through and picking your way. Faywin, there's a point where the drumming gets a little bit louder in certain points, as Von is kind of picking his way, moving, and you guys are just following through these tracks that mainly stay a single file, open up to double in some points to come out, and you find yourself opening up to a larger area where you pass, where you can feel the entryways, the walkways you are walking down start to like merge into one, like an estuary going into a larger river. They are widening and widening, and that drumming sound is getting louder. And one of the times where Von, you kind of stop yourself, recast Outwitchery, trying to make sure you're repointing. When you step on forward slightly, and you can see through like a break in one of the pathways a much larger cavern, and through this hole that is like knocked into the side of the wall here, you can feel that drumming sound coming through. It's almost being forced up, like there's air blowing its way through. And as you get up close to look down, you can see what looks like a river running north. And on closer inspection, it's not a river at all, but hundreds and hundreds of little Myconid heads, all slow walking in a northward direction. This cavern, which is probably 25 foot across, is full of little Myconid heads. Some tall, some small, some fat, some tiny, all slow walking. Very slow, very rhythmic pace, almost marching in order as they are all just walking in a northward direction. As far as you can see. Which ultimately isn't that far because it's Underdark and there's tunnels, but...
Could I check from where we are, roughly from where we've been walking?
Mm-hmm.
Do I know what is north of us? Any big, like, towns or cities, or... Not really.
No, you do. From where you are, you're in the north. You're in Whitewood, or you're towards Whitewood. You're still within that hex. As they're moving north, the only things you know that are north of where you are is the north of the country, leaving into the borderlands and making your way up.
Okay.
But yeah, no, they don't. Myconids don't talk, so there's no other noise, just the slow,
Marching.
and that's where you know that rhythmic sound is coming from. It's from the sounds of hundreds and hundreds of little Myconid feet, slow stepping their way north, and they're not in any rush. Myconids, again, don't move very fast, but just a sea of little heads just bobbing along as they make their way on this 25-foot wide path, all just walking up this northerly direction.
Okay. Everybody know what I've seen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, once you hear and get there and point out, everybody can come and see. And you are on like a level that's slightly higher up. You're probably about 30 or 40 foot up above from them on a pathway that would intersect over. So you imagine like a highway. They're on this highway and you guys would be intersecting over. It's just because there's a section of the wall that has been crumbled away where the Myconid plants have grown through that gives you guys like a porthole, about 3 or 4 foot wide porthole to look down to see where that noise was coming from.
Hearing Faywin repeat this to the group, Arthur will say, Do Myconids normally act like that? Does anybody know much about them?
They didn't when we were last here.
What's a Myconid? No, I'm joking. I don't know.
Do a nature check to see if it does.
Yeah.
Can I do a history
History?
check to see if I've heard of like anything like this happening before?
Yep.
I'm
got
imagining
18
it's
for
going to be
nature.
as stupidly ideas. I know nothing. I know nothing, Jon Snow.
I know nothing.
Do they look like when the people were walking towards the Commonwealth? When Zaga nearly got pulled in? I don't mind rolling something, but
It's hard because they don't have faces or expressions.
Mhm.
They are moving like a single unit.
Okay.
As you watch them move, for the amount of Myconid that are moving through here, for the different sizes of them, different leg heights, different strides that they'll be taking, they are all moving quite slowly, for one. But the other one is they're not jostling into each other. It's not like a human crowd where you'd bump into. They're not in a rush and they're moving. They are all in sync, in unison, moving. Not one of them is crashing into another one. They are all just on a journey northward.
got it.
Yeah, do any of them... Does it look like any of them notice us in any way? They're just all...
As you guys are peering through, looking down into that hole, it doesn't. None of them seem to turn to look your direction. The Myconid plants themselves don't seem to move. No. You imagine you're in like a little peephole window, 30 foot in the air, looking down, and these things are just. And the noise that they're making is enough that it's loud enough in your ears.
Do you think that we're close to Grom?
I would say to the others that from Tycho's notes, this could well be linked to this greater being that they're all connected to.
Certainly seems like some sort of army, the way they're moving together.
Maybe they're gearing up to fight against the Deathblade?
Or
I
for the
really
Death
hope that's
Bloom.
the case.
We can only hope. Because I don't have any fire spells. Not that we'd hurt them.
Mushrooms back on the menu, boys.
So I mean, I'm guessing that the ping for Myconids is now going mental in this direction.
Yeah.
Are the pings for the other two going in? Am I getting any pings for the other two?
The no, not for not for people. For water, yes, but that's because they are walking through what would have been the stream bed that's there. But the ping, it's far outweighed by the ping of looking for Myconid. Like you're like, whoa, like yeah, you've been blinded by the ping for Myconid. But looking for for a Goliath type creature, you haven't got the ping yet. Not 300 foot. But you can carry on. You like I say, they are on a highway. You guys are peeping down onto a road that's going north. You are coming across because you're going in a northeasterly direction. So you'll be tracking close to them, but not in the same direction that they're going exactly.
I'm gonna slightly change the ping about the Myconids.
Yep.
Just thinking about Tycho's notes and change it to look for any kind of influence from the astral plane and see if the same pings are getting picked up.
Yes. Give me give me a nature or arcana check with advantage, using the spell to help ping.
That is a 21.
21. you get huge. You get even more feedback looking for the astral plane influence than you did for just from the Myconid. All of them themselves are there, but you get the ping from also the Myconid growths that are like the small growths and mushrooms that line the walls. All of those you get these pulses from as well, as if an influence of the astral plane is across anything Myconid in these Underdark caves.
Do we try any to locate things?
Yes, like you can carry on with the next set. From what you've got now, you've obviously found a huge growth of Myconid, so that's not going to help. But you can still use the ping to try and search for Grom and continue on in that direction. You know you're edging towards the areas closer to where they would be if you carry on the path. You're on the right path at least, but you've just seen this on your way.
Okay. Yeah, I guess continue to try and look for the others. What could we do? Do we know what any other party that was with Grom was? I guess we would have seen it, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
So I guess maybe switch the locators to describing who was with Grom as well, because I mean, if we're going to Myconids and water, we're going to get this.
Yeah, you're going to get the, yeah, and you'll get such a strong draw from that mass of Myconid that it'd be difficult to see other pings from. There's so many of them moving that way. You'll be looking for the odd one in a haystack. So yeah, you can flick up to look for more of their servants as you. Cool. So give me investigation and survival checks.
Is this straight roll
or? No, with advantage again.
It's a 29 for survival.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You guys got good at skills. Zagazine, do any investigation?
Yeah, I can do.
If you're plus $1 million.
Wait, you said straight roll again, yeah?
No, advantage.
Oh, okay. That's 30.
Jesus. Nice. So you carry on again in that direction, following the paths. The pathways to where you're going start to narrow down. So the further you get from that central point, which is what you had seen before, when you travelled from the Hobgoblin camp down, you started when you were further out on these smaller network of pathways, which led to these like larger. It's very much like smaller rivers into a larger river. And as you go past that larger river again, that larger pathway that the Myconid were on, the pathways start to thin back down again. You feel like there is the way that this the Myconid network, the Neverlight Grove works, is this set of smaller pathways and cave entrances that form or come towards this natural artery that kind of runs down the middle of the forest. So as you move through, you start to find you get into smaller caves again. And after about an hour or so of picking your way through, you start to pick up signs of movement and scuffles, and you pick up signs of the bodies of a Goliath and of some other half elves as you can track them through to their point. As you make your way through these tunnels to find and pinpoint these areas, you see signs of kind of like pollen spray and slight and like cuts of the Myconid plant here, where new plant has grown over, but this old dead plant here. Looks like there were signs of scuffles or grabs, or it was disturbed here. Where you have been and where you've been travelling, you've been pretty careful, and everything looks fresh and grown and doesn't look like it's taken any damage in any way. As you get into where the pings get bright, you can see that there was some kind of scuffle around here. And as you part into a smaller cavern, probably still only like 20 or 30 foot across, you can see the bodies of Grom and of 2 or 3 of the druids that are with him, who are flat out. No signs of, as you step into this area, no signs of any assailants or anything around here, just 3 bodies conked out completely on the floor.
Well, Faywin's going to go over and check if they're alive, because no one else seems to be doing a bloody thing.
What?
I'm just trying to think if running over to them is going to be a good idea.
Probably not, but we've just seen a pile of bodies on the floor, so Faywin will run over.
Mm-hmm.
If I die, I die.
If I die.
If we
I
get
could
over
send
there without
John.
anything happening, I'd like to do a medicine.
John's known for his healing abilities, to be true.
No, but he can go and see if they're breathing or dead, or can we see that from where we are?
Or whether it's worth going over.
You can't, from where you are, you can't see enough. You can just see the bodies that are laying on the floor on the far side of the cavern. So there's this, your pathway opens up into this cavern. From the far side of it, you can see these bodies are laying out.
So
is there a
Faywin-
rock I can throw at the bodies to see if they move?
Yeah, there's mushrooms and rocks everywhere.
I'll throw a rock at the bodies to see if they move.
Cool. Right, roll an attack roll with your rock. Don't want you to miss.
What's my plus for attack?
With a rock, it'd be an unarmed strike.
What's my plus for an armed strike?
Should be on the front of your attack sheet. It's like the bottom one on there normally.
Yeah.
Plus 4 is an 18.
18, nice. You, the Goliath's the biggest target. You launch a rock at Grom the Goliath. As it hits him, doesn't move.
I say to the group, "He's not moving!" As if they didn't just see me throw a rocket.
Yeah.
Faywin goes to run in and then remembers she has John
Mm-hmm.
and says to John, go and see if you can see if they're breathing. And then come back and nod if they are okay.
Did Bo get a reply from Brom when he sent a message to him this morning?
You'd left before he sent the message. We said you were going to be out early, so he gets his messages from them in the morning, but it wouldn't have been as you guys had left. It would have been after.
John got a... Oh, I need to get his little one up.
Giggity.
A 21.
21.
Oh no, hang on. A 25. Perception plus 4. Yeah, 25.
Nice. John, flutters over there, lands down on Grom, and as he checks to see, can see that Grom is breathing.
Are the others next to him?
Yeah.
Can you see if they're breathing too?
Yeah, they're breathing. They seem to be breathing.
Okay. Is it too late to ask him, do they look injured? Like bloody and stuff? I can send him back. I can bring him back and then send him again if you want me to roll again.
Imagine being
for
level
it.
16 and just sending a bird to do all your dirty work. He can look at them and they look passed out on the floor, but they're breathing.
Okay, cool.
They've got
Not
all
like
their arms and legs on.
black eyes or anything.
He's not a doctor, he's a bird.
No, I know, but if they're like bleeding out their head or something, he'd
No,
probably
he
be able
can't.
to tell.
Yeah, he can't
Okay.
see anything. It looks like they're passed out on the floor. It
Just
looks
sleeping.
to him, yeah.
Okay.
Damn it, Tim, I'm a doctor, not a pigeon.
Yeah.
Dr. John.
I tell John, good job. Give him a little head ruffle. And look at the cleric and say, he can only do so much.
I sigh and say, okay, I'll head over and... I'm going to head over there anyway. But I'll head over towards Grom then.
Sweet.
Assuming that there's some sort of Myconid or thing that's put them in this stasis at the moment.
We had a spore thing right before that knocked us out.
Mm-hmm. So as you go over, so you can see that the 3 of them are passed out on the floor. Give me, Von, as you get close, an investigation check.
Investigation.
Mm-hmm.
That's a nat 1.
Nat 1. Okay. Yeah, as you come around and look, they don't. They look like they've, as they're like passed out, that they've potentially taken. They're either dirty or they've maybe taken some damage, but no blood really showing here. But yeah, they are passed out and breathing still, but laying on the floor. Oh, interesting. You can see... No, don't worry. You can't see anything.
Okay.
Are they alive, Von? Did John get it right?
They are alive, but I don't know what's causing this.
Can I walk over to where they are, please?
Yeah.
Have I got anything other than just healing that would work for this?
Can I just go over and slap them on the cheek?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, as you two are knelt down, you go over, Otter, to one of the other ones that's on the floor and give a little slap, a little bit curtly. Doesn't move. They are cool.
Can I rub some of the ointment onto Grom?
Yep.
See if that helps in any way.
Mm-hmm. Read me the ointment.
As an action, 1 dose of the ointment can be swallowed or applied to the skin. The creature that receives it gains 2d8 plus 2 hit point, seizes poisoned, and is...
Oh.
You're cutting out.
You cut out.
Yes, receives hit points of 2d8 plus 2, ceases to be poisoned, and is cured of any disease.
Okay.
It's a disease at the end.
Yeah. So you get some of the ointment, and you can see that some of the bruising that Grom had taken heals up, but he remains unconscious.
Can Faywin call Arthur over and ask him to do a medicine check?
Yep.
In case he knows of how to get them.
Arthur will come over and do a medicine check.
Nice.
Thank you, Arthur.
Saga, were you staying hidden in the cave, in the entryway?
You're asking, so that means one of the answers is wrong. I will stand at the midpoint between the entryway and the cluster of bodies on the floor.
Cool. Give me a medicine check.
It was an 18.
18, nice. These, all of the druids, you start with Grom, but you can move on to the other two. They're all alive, but they are breathing incredibly shallowly, and their heart rate is slowed so much that they're almost it's almost like they are being kept just alive. They almost are like suspended in this state, but they're definitely alive, but just they're not just unconscious. They are like barely breathing. Their heart rate is slowed down completely. Like this body is being kept just alive at the point it is at.
Can I do an Arcana check to see if there's magic in play?
Mm-hmm.
That would be 24.
24, nice. As you, yeah, I think as you've, I mean, with Arthur, if Arthur is sharing that information, and you've given one of them a slap.
I would have done.
Yeah, and you've
I
given
don't
one
actually
of them a
want
slap
to do the
on
healing. I want someone else to do the healing.
Cool. You've slapped one and realised that they're not moving at all. If they are unconscious and they are being kept alive, it does feel like there could be something magical out of one of the schools. It is clearly happening here. Where it's come from, what it is, if it's not a poison or disease, because you tried that on Grom, so it must be some other magical effect. But yeah, these are bodies being magically kept in a suspended state.
Can Can I do a history check to see if any of the bodies we've seen before have been like this? Because it's ringing a bit of a bell with the slow thing.
Yep.
I don't know if it was Meadow or something like that. It's 21.
21. I don't think you've seen... No, not like this. This is... These bodies are alive. They're not like rigid. Like as you pick them up and slap them, they flop, they ragdoll. But they are just alive. They are like, their breath is just enough that they're breathing. Their heart rate is beating just enough that their body is staying alive. But they're not dead. They don't look dead. You healed Grom. He physically looked like he got better. Like the hit points would have worked. But they're just non-communicado. They can't be woken up.
I'll use my trident to cast Dispel Magic on Grom.
Yeah. Nice. Zaga, what's your passive perception?
Shit. Hang on.
How shit is the question?
It is. Okay, it's not as shit as I thought. It's 14.
14, okay. Nice. You take the trident, Otter, and bring it down towards Grom and cast Dispel Magic. As you do so, Grom's eyes shoot open as he leans up and goes, oh my god, and he's like shuffles himself back and starts just hyperventilating as he looks up at you all.
How many other bodies are there?
2 more.
I've
Lucky
got
I've got 2 more charges on the trident, so I use both of those
Nice.
to do
Cool.
the same thing.
As you dispel magic on the other 2, they again wake up, just hyperventilating, looking around. One of the druids goes to grab his staff to defend himself, and they are looking left and right. Grom is just, as he is deep breathing, looking up. His eyes are super wide as he kind of doesn't. With his first breaths, as he comes back and sees you there, he is scared. He is against the wall, and he is not quite not quite picking your faces, not quite working out who you guys are at the second.
It's okay. It's okay.
Graham, it's us. Remember Von Van? The rebellious druid?
You look like you've seen a dead person, Grom.
You, as he's breathing and looking at you guys, you see him stop as he just points out towards Zaga.
We look
The
round
fuck
at
did I do?
Did you rob them, Zaga?
As you turn to look, his eyes are wide, but he's pointing just kind of above where Zaga is. As you turn around, you can see these 2 large sacks from the ceiling are just pulsating. And as you turn, they... as these 2 creatures fall and hit the ground right behind where
For
Zaga
fuck's
is
sake, I
standing.
should have stayed at the door.
If you can all roll initiative, please.
Do they look like the ones in the little tunnel, but just bigger?
They look maybe like the ones in the tunnel. No, they don't necessarily look bigger. They look like the ones in the tunnel. I
Or
would
just
say.
the same ones?
28.
22.
17.
Hang on. 20.
11.
I like how 17 is a disappointing roll. I suppose you do have
7.
thingy. There we go. There's my boy.
I was waiting for everyone else to go first, and I was like, oh shit, everyone's done.
Von, what
I've
were you?
got a 7.
Von?
6 + 1, baby.
11.
11. There we go. 17.
I can't possibly get anything lower than a 12 on initiative. That's ridiculous.
I know. It just makes me laugh. That's how well you guys roll. It's just like, oh, I only got a 17. It's like, oh, God.
Yeah, but he's got alert. So.
Who fucking who? I know. Still makes me sad. Nice. So, this middle hole is filled out. I just couldn't find the map with the filled out hole in. Why is it really quiet? Equidistant. About there.
Great word,
Yep,
that.
I did say
Equidistant.
right in the middle.
You did say right in the middle. Cool. Here. bodies, and then where want you boys? Nice. As these two drop down from the ceiling, do I have some bozos to throw down to be... I'm going to throw these down as druids, but they're not actually druids. They're mushroom people, but that's fine. Nice. So yeah, these two things, again, from huge, like, essentially, like, plant sacks, there's no better word, just open as they slop down next to you. And as they get up, it's like you seeing these things for the first time up close. They are definitely a plant-based material, but they have 3 legs, 3 arms, and half their body is a gaping, like, Venus flytrap with what looks like a pink tongue, but again, it is furry like a plant would be, as these things don't seem to have eyes as they just scutter out towards you. Luckily, even with me giving them advantage on their roll, they don't get above a 25. So, Zaga, you are up first, and then Faywin.
Okay. What I want to do this turn is one of them. I don't really care which.
Yep.
Can I have an intelligence saving throw?
They're pretty smart. 12.
It's a fail. So I've used Rowlathim's Psychic Lance. Mm-hmm. It will take 7d6 psychic damage and be incapacitated until the start of my next turn.
Okay.
7d6s I'll do one line. That's a shit roll. 21 points of damage.
Nice.
And then I'm going to run.
Yep.
Trying to stay out of range of whichever one isn't incapacitated.
Yep.
Back towards the door.
The door you came in was like down here.
Yeah. So
Yep.
away from everybody else.
Okay, cool. Nice. So you run back towards the door. How far can you run?
30.
Nice. As you just step outside the 10-foot reach of this thing, it's going to make an opportunity attack at you.
The one that wasn't incapacitated.
The one that wasn't incapacitated. I did actually do left and right. I rolled a 2 on the dice. He's not going to hit you. As this thing whips out with its tongue like a tentacle. But 30 only gets you to there, I believe.
Which one is incapacitated?
This one.
Cool.
I'm going to put unconscious on it.
With that spell you've used, Saga, or that attack you've used, if we hit it, does that take it out of it, or is it just that there'll be advantage against that one?
No, it's incapacitated until my next turn. I don't know if that's advantage or not.
Okay.
Incapacitated is a weird one, isn't it? It is.
I didn't want to hit it on my go, and then suddenly it gets knocked out of whatever you just put in.
Does it just say incapacitated?
Yeah, just incapacitated.
So apparently it can't. It just can't take actions or reactions. Sounds like it can move.
If it can move.
Yeah, it's one of those.
Doesn't sound like what incapacitated is, but sure.
It just can't take actions or reactions. Good old D&D. Nice. So yeah, it's pretty useless. So you're up for then.
Okay, I'm going to use Hunter's Mark on the other one that isn't incapacitated.
Yep.
The one that's nearest Saga. And then I'm just going to do me bow.
Yep.
So the first one is a 19 to hit.
Yeah, hits.
And that is 16 points of damage. I'll do Hunter's Mark after, if that's fine.
Yep.
And then a 19 to hit again.
Yep, hits.
And that's only 8 points of damage. And then 2 Hunter's Mark. 7 points from the Hunter's Mark.
Yep.
And then I'm going to use for one of them a Dreadful Strike, which is an extra d6. And that's 6 points of damage.
Jesus. Trace.
And that's psychic damage if that does anything different.
Okay, cool. It doesn't, but good to know.
And then could I please move away from the big group?
Yes. Where would you like to go?
To the left, please, yeah. Where your pinky went. Thank you.
Put you there.
Yeah. And then I want to shout out, these are the things that Arthur and I fought in the tunnel. They hit a lot.
They be stinky. Up next would have been the one that is incapacitated, so he doesn't go. Otter, you are up.
Hearing what Fabian's just said, I'm going to just Eldritch Blast the one that's not capacitated.
Mm-hmm.
I'll roll all three first. It's 28 for the first one.
Yep.
17
Yep.
and 25.
Yeah.
Spend right dice. So that's 20 for all three. 12 damage.
Damage. Nice. That thing is looking bloodied.
And that'll be me.
Nice. It is its go, which is super handy. Now, am I actually going to get to hit? I hope so. You're closest. You're closest, little kobold boy. Right. He's going to charge towards and try and bite you. Oh my god, I rolled a 4 again. That's a 10 to hit. That's not going to hit. Luckily, it gets 2 tentacle attacks as well. That's a 15. I'm sure that doesn't hit.
No.
Oh, good. Third attack is a 24.
I'll try cutting words in it.
Yeah, fuck you, man. I got 3 attacks.
6, which makes
I got
it
4 for
90.
9. I rolled 1.
No, 80. Which is a miss.
Well, how about I go fuck myself? Von Van, you're up. I'm just that line. That's 20s all around.
I am going to.
Leave me be.
I'm going to go into Archer
Mm-hmm.
and fire off that arrow first into the one that's by Zaga.
Mm-hmm.
That's a shit roll. That's a 13 to hit.
30 misses.
It's a good start.
Yep.
And
Join me
then
on the
I'm
dark side,
going to
Von, where the rollings are shit.
fire a guiding bolt at the same one. Oh my god. Wait, that's
Right,
nice. That's a 19.
Yeah, 19 hits. The AC's not that high.
So next attack on it has advantage. Oh my god. That's 10 radiant damage.
10 radiant damage. Woohoo!
I rolled 2 1s and a 2 on the damage.
Yes. That's good.
That's great.
You pay the price by dying for not cheating, but I appreciate it. Artie, you stay where you are?
I am going to. Which one am
Grum's the middle one of the laying down.
I? Which one am I? The one standing up. Can't.
Yeah.
Probably that one. Okay. I'll move around to the right a bit more then.
Nice.
Just get a bit further away from the others.
Cool. Good try.
Yeah. That'll do.
Do. Arta.
I want to get within 35 foot of the incapacitated one.
Yeah, I want to that far.
How does it stop being incapacitated, actually, before I do?
End of my next turn.
Is that how far away 35 foot is? I thought it would be further away than that. Shit. Okay.
These are slightly smaller squares. I could have made them up a bit bigger, to be fair.
Okay, that's fine. I'm going to use my bonus action to activate one of the charges of my Thorned Whip.
Ooh!
And I'm going to attack. That is a 9 plus 13, so 22.
Yes.
Okay.
That will hit.
1d4 plus 8 is 9 points of slashing damage and 13 points of thunder damage, is it?
I don't know, is it?
Yeah, 13 points of thunder. So 9 slashing, 13 thunder.
Nice.
And
Bloodied, yep.
my as I've activated the feature to have it until the end of my next turn, my opportunity attacks are 25 foot extra
Nice,
as well.
okay.
So 35 foot.
Oh, cool. So as soon as it moves.
Well, no, only if it moves outside of my range, I guess.
Well, I'm going to come
And it will take additional damage if it does.
Nice. As the Thorn Whip is in play. Zaga, you are up. This thing is right behind you, trying its bestest to bite or hit you.
Lovely.
Don't move away.
I don't know. It's very close, isn't it?
It's right next to you, yes.
You did say it's bloodied.
It's bloodied, yeah. And you've got advantage on attacks against it.
Let's just hit it with my sunblade then.
That's what I wanted you to do. Yes.
You're not going to believe it, but a nat 20.
You fucking...
The first roll was a 5.
I'm more annoyed that I just don't roll above 10, and then when I do, it's like, yes, I got an 18. You're like, oh, cool. You only got 1 above. I can't cut words it. I'm like, what's the point of having 3 attacks if the same rubbish? Hit me with the
So
damage.
it's just 18 points of
Oh,
radiant
that's not too
damage.
bad. 18 points of
Yeah,
radiant damage.
1d8 plus 6, double the dice part, right?
Cool. Yep.
And
are you a
then-
bard? Yeah, you only get 1 attack, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I only get the 1. And then I'm just going to Draconic Cry at it just
Nice.
to do it.
Yeah.
So advantage
Give it
until my
advantage
next
again.
turn.
Wicked. And at the end of your turn, our boy is no longer incapacitated. Faywin, you're up.
I'm going to attack that one.
Yep, with the one that's just gained its action back.
No, the one that I have Hunter's Mark on.
Oh, okay,
The
yep.
one next to Zaga.
Oh, you have advantage on
An
that.
advantage. That is a nat 20 for 32. to hit.
Fuck's sake.
So that is 24 points of damage. I'll just do the Hunter's Mark on it as well while we're here. That's another 6 points of damage.
Wait, does the Hunter's Mark double as well from the crit?
Yep.
Oh, okay, so that's
Stop.
6 plus.
So what was the first
That's
damage?
another 6.
So what was the
So
damage?
he's already dead.
What was the damage?
12 from the Hunter's Mark.
What was the original?
24.
24, as I thought you said.
Yeah,
Nice.
24 and then 12. Is he still alive?
He is not alive. As you fire the second arrow in, he explodes.
Wait, that
Sorry,
doesn't sound
Zaga.
good. Am I covered in plant goo?
You are covered in pollen, and you see Zaga immediately fall unconscious.
Is this charmed? Because I'm immune to charmed.
It is not charmed.
Okay.
Ooh,
Faye-
even from a distance,
Yep.
with the medical check I did on Grom and stuff,
Yep.
does it look like a similar condition?
It looks like a similar condition. Zaga is just...
Perfect.
He
I'm all out of
literally
detect-
exploded, and then Zaga literally just ragdoll straight to the floor.
I have Dispel Magic,
Good, I'm all out.
but I've already done an attack, so I can't use a spell, right?
Mm-hmm. No, yeah,
Correct.
you've already...
Okay, well then I'll under my breath say oops, because I've just made Zaga unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
And
having
then
a
I'll-
nap. I'm cool. I'm chilling.
I'll attack the other one then, please.
Yep.
Actually, I'll do it after because that's a bit cheaty. 22 to hit.
Hit.
22 points of damage.
Yep.
And for my bonus action, I should have done it before, but I didn't. Can I move, because the other one went to
move
0.
Hunter's
Can I
Mark.
move Hunter's Mark, please?
Yeah. Nice. Nice. That is your turn on initiative count 20. From the wall, that area is exploded.
I still don't understand.
So around.
No, I do. I remember.
This isn't a creature.
Oh no, it's an enemy.
It's not an enemy. Just that's the spores that are still lingering around Zaga's body. They're like still out in a cloud. On initiative count 20, a mushroom against the wall here plops out another one of these creatures. As this one still has, it's only got action now. So yeah, nice. It's going to charge up towards Arta, who's just hit it. Come on, dice. Now, do I just stick with the one that's been rolling bad in the hope that at some point it'll roll good? Is he going to bite
That's
you?
how odds work, generally.
Roll through it, yeah.
Yeah, just keep rolling through the pain. That's a 22.
That does hit.
Yay! I did a hit. As it bites you for 15 points of piercing damage.
Okay, and I'm going to use my thing to push it
Yep.
back. Which means it might be... Oh, no, it's got a 10-foot range, doesn't it? Damn. Anyway, can I have
10-foot range.
a saving throw of some kind?
My
Dex saving throw.
Sure, it's not strength. 14.
Dex. Fails.
So it goes back 10.
That it takes 11 points of lightning damage and gets pushed back 10 feet.
Cool. This is gonna
But yeah, I'll probably still have movement to
move
hit
back
me
up
when
to
it's
you.
at a 10-foot reach.
Yeah, I had to reach him. But also, he still has movement.
Wait, how much movement does it have? Because I was 35 foot away.
Oh, you were 35 foot.
You was 35 foot away from the other one.
Yeah, you were.
No, I was 35 foot away from that one. Because if it went, if it's got 30 foot standard, then it would have been able to hit me with its ranged attack. It wouldn't have been able to bite me actually. So unless its bite range is 10.
Yeah, it's bite. It has 35 foot as standard, but
Okay.
it wouldn't have been able to step back up towards you. But it does have reach on its tentacles. So
Okay.
all in all, I was about to say, and it rolled a nat 20, so go fuck yourself. It did. It rolled a 4. First tentacle misses. Second tentacle is a 23 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
That is only 4 bludgeoning damage and 5 piercing damage. And it grapples you with its tentacle.
Sound.
That's its go. Otto, you're up.
So if I kill that one,
Oh, how's it looking?
that's it.
That one is looking. That one is bloodied. Just still okay though. It's bleeding. Was it Otto?
If I kill that one that has got Arta, then
Yeah.
Arta's going to
Explode.
have a Zaga, isn't he?
Yeah, and there's one there. Well, you don't know. Maybe.
Can I?
Maybe only one of them explodes.
Maybe. Can I assume with that radius of pollen around Zaga
Yep.
that is when they died? That is the initial distance of the pollen. Can I assume that when they explode?
Yeah, that explodes out to about 15, 20 foot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's probably a bit big with the squares that we've got out, but it was
Yeah,
just
yeah.
to give you an indication.
So I was going to do something, but he's now grappled, so
Just let him die.
I mean I could do. How far away is he from me?
Arta,
Yeah.
25 foot.
I'll run up to him
I might make this bigger.
as long as I'm within 10 feet of the creature as well. I'll run up to him.
It should be. Let me reposition all this shit so the squares are a little bit better. It's life a little easier. I'll talk to the edge. It's 10 foot away. So you want to be. So you need to get alongside if you want to be 10 foot from the monster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I will grab Otter's arm. Fucking
Yeah.
hell, get my own
Grab my own arm.
grab my own arm.
Grasp
and
on the clef. Oh shit! I grabbed the wrong arm.
Thunder step.
Yeah.
Almost in a straight line, past the edge of the monster to the side of the cavern or whatever it is.
How far do you want to go?
So near where that pink mushroom is. Is that
Yeah,
pinky
this
red
one.
mushroom? Yeah.
Yep. How far can you go?
90 foot.
Oh yeah, you can do that. Nice.
And that'll be 4d10 thunder damage to the thing.
Mm-hmm.
D&D Beyond, so 18 thunder damage.
18 thunder damage. Nice.
Oh, I think I'll need to save though. Con save of 18 or it's halved.
Yeah, I get it. That's 23.
Yeah, so that'll be 9 thunder damage then.
9 points of damage. Up next is this one. 5, 10, 15. Charge towards Von Van. And bite you. It's 11. Tentacles. That's a 10. Oh my god. And a 13. This dice is going to get retired for the night. It's really not having a good day. He's not having a good day. He's just going to go over there. Just recycle him out. You've been replaced. As he misses all of his attacks. Von Van, you're up. This thing runs towards you, tries to bite you, tries to hit you twice with tentacles, and due to some force of nature, misses every single attack.
If I was to go north and have both of them in a line, what is the distance from me to the other one? So if I was to, step north.
50.
Okay, I will be just. What's the maximum range on that? I think it's 60, isn't it? So that means I'm still going to be within range if it does. Okay, let's do it. I'm going to do Ride the Lightning. Go full 60 foot. I need dex saves from both of them.
Yeah, so you're going to end up 10 foot the other side of this one.
Yeah.
Dex saves. One was a 4 and one was a 1.
Well, they definitely both fail. It's 11 lightning damage.
Oh, God. Don't do too much damage to me. Jesus.
I know. I keep rolling 1s on my d6s.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
I'm not sad about it. Arthur.
And
Anything else? You got a bonus, or was that it?
I'm gonna. Oh yeah, I've got a bonus. But I'm going to take a chance on stepping further away from it.
Yep.
As much as I can, like southeast.
Yeah, we'll take one hit at you at least. Come on, tentacles.
Got a cosmic omen that I'm going to throw on there. Just hoping that will affect the hit.
What was your dice?
That's D6, isn't it? D6. Which I've been rolling loads of 1s on, so that's a 5.
5. I rolled a 12, so it's fine. You're gonna get away.
Cool.
Just wanted to waste your
So yeah, I'll get my maximum distance I can down southeast. So I think I would have used 10 already, wouldn't I? So maybe
so 30, but you're
25.
Right on the corner.
And then I will use my archer bonus action on that same one. That is a 23.
23 hits.
Okay, that is. That's 16 radiant damage.
16 radiant. Nice. He's looking much weaker.
How is it still
now.
alive? I hit it with like 30, like
20 earlier, first hit, and you said it was bloodied.
So
and then it's had
other
like
people hit.
40 damage since then.
No,
It was
really
bloodied when I
hasn't.
did 20 odd points of psychic damage at the start as well.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. That makes sense. I thought that was only the other one, but obviously if this
No,
one was
both.
incapacitated, then yeah, it must have taken damage, my bad.
The first round was pretty quiet. Nice. Arthur, you're up.
So it's looking hurt, yeah?
Yeah.
Uh,
But I hurt enough.
I'll just make it. How far away is the other one? On top right. Because I noticed we've left all the hurt people by themselves near
60
it.
foot. Yeah.
60. Okay, I'm going to go for a guiding bolt on the furthest one. At level. We're probably going to do more fights today, but this will be funny. And if it misses, it'll be even funnier. I'm going to cast at 8th level.
Your favourite thing to do.
Jesus Christ.
They're pretty
Arthur
big.
just whispers in his ear while he's actually, for fuck's sake.
That is a nat 20
Misses.
plus 10.
Misses. That's a shame.
That is 22d6 of damage.
Which
Jesus
sounds,
Christ.
it sounds good, but I'm guessing this is gonna be 42 points of damage. Because it always happens. It sounds like a big number.
77.
Okay, that's a bit more than that, but you could have just made that number up. Funnily enough, that one goes
on-
past bloodied.
It's on D&D Beyond.
Still up though. But yeah, well, they are looking almost as messed up as each other now.
Yep. That's 77 points of radiant damage. The next attack on it's got advantage. And what I'm going to do is... Zaga's within 30 feet of me, isn't he?
Yep.
I'm going to use my telekinetic push to pull him towards me and try to get him slowly out of the poison cloud. Or the pollen cloud.
Yeah. 10 foot.
5.
5 foot. Oh God, Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. Okay.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a slow burn.
Okay.
Yeah,
Stay where
it'll
you
take me like 4 turns.
Yeah,
but
do you
it's
want.
funny.
Stay where you are.
I'm going to move further away from Otto, just so we're not stood on top of each other. So in between me, in between Otto and Vomba.
Just create a nice line of you. That'd be good.
Yeah,
Perfect.
like a cone shape. Perfect for a cone.
Yeah. Or a line. Maybe I'll just do Ride the Lightning. I'll just learn that spell from someone. Up next, back round to the top. Zaga,
Snores.
you open your eyes and you are floating.
He's a real dragon.
You are not
Okay.
in a cave. You are almost weightless.
Do I see a tiny, insane druid?
Give me a perception check.
Perception. 17.
17. You look around for a tiny insane druid. You don't see a tiny insane druid. You see grey and silver light, kind of almost like wind wisping off around you, but there is no wind. You can feel no breeze as you see this moving around, and as you look, you see different illuminations, different things lighting in different areas, rocks that are flying past that could be pebbles or could be mountain-sized. You cannot make out distance as you are just floating in this space.
Can I have a look around me
Yep.
for a metal forked rod?
Yep. Oh my god.
And the charisma book. Don't forget the charisma book.
Yeah. There's a charisma book. It's just out of reach, and you can't get it. You can have a look around you, though.
Yeah, let's have a look around and see what's around me.
Give me an Arcana check.
Arcana. Oh, my Arcana's good now.
Mm-hmm.
That is an 18 on the dice.
18.
Plus 11 is 29.
You are adrift, and floating weightlessly. So as you try and turn to like look and see things around you, or you like might spot something you want, you can't control your body. And then you kind of hone in, you just center down to think about moving. And as you concentrate on turning and looking, you manage to control your body and control yourself as if you are able to move yourself as a piece in weightless space.
I'm moving myself magically with my magic brain powers.
You're moving yourself with your mind.
Yeah, magic brain powers.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything to move towards?
There are few large... Oh, you got 17, didn't you? We've done a perception check. There are a few larger looking rocks, and as you follow the kind of floats and wisps of silvery grey light, there are spots of luminous pink, yellow and blues that you momentarily can see in what looks like a large rock off in the distance. From where you are, it looks large, but you still, although you know you can control yourself, you can't still pick out the size of this thing. But this thing looks like a really big rock.
I'll head towards the really big rock.
Nice. So you concentrate on moving forward, and we'll say with a dash, you send yourself forward towards this large rock.
If I'm floating in like space, is there momentum that carries me after?
Ooh, that's a good question. No. Once you...
I just want to know if I'm going to go slamming into a big rock.
No. What you can you test with your mind. Essentially, you have to think about where to move, and when you stop, you stop. It takes your like mental capacity to think. You have to think about where you're moving to, and that's how you move. But once you've stopped, your body almost comes to a complete rest point. There's no inertia. There's no like, whoa. You could be traveling really fast and then stop. You don't feel like, and there's no wind. Even when you're traveling forward, what's disconcerting is you're traveling towards a rock that looks really big. You're trying to judge distance, but around you is just endless black. And then there's no like wind on your face to even ascertain if you're going fast or slow. You are just moving towards, and this rock seems to be getting bigger as you get closer towards it.
Cool. Yeah, that'll be my go.
Fabian.
Can I attack the one at the top that's got advantage on it, please?
Yep.
Uh, 25 to hit.
That hits.
16 points of damage.
16 points of damage. Nice.
Is it still advantage or just on the next
It was just
one?
on the next
So this
one.
one won't be.
So this
Okay,
one's
right,
got
so
one.
21 to hit.
Yep, hits.
And 11 points of damage.
11
And I'll use my...
points.
Oh, is he still alive?
He explodes into a cloud of spores.
Is that a bigger spore or just
No,
a different
just
circle?
Only
Okay,
a one-side circle.
cool.
There we are.
Yeah. Is Grum and that still... Are they up or are they just hiding?
They are still in a state of shock.
Okay, cool.
So again, a round of combat is like 6 seconds. So they were woken up. Then these two things dropped down. They've just seen creatures that have given them more of a fright. They are in a state of like shock. They are incommunicado at the moment. And again, it's been like 12 seconds.
Okay, fine. That's it.
On round 20, dropping from the ceiling behind you, Faywin. Another of these creatures. As you fire off the bow from the ceiling, you hear the kind of slop as the sound of this thing being birthed from the ceiling, mushrooms into the ground around you.
I'd like to change my mind when I said nothing else. I'd like to move.
It's too late if
very
we've
far
done well. Up next is this one, which is... Oh my god, yeah, you guys are quite far away. Just get I love diagonals in this game. Nice. As that one charges towards those that have been hitting him, Otar is going to... It can't get close enough to bite you, but does have enough range to hit you with some tentacles. So it's going to swing its tentacle attacks towards you. The first one is a 21.
Hits.
Actually, I will roll the dice for this first. So it is 12 points of a mix of bludgeoning and piercing.
Mm-hmm.
And you are grappled. And then it's going to... into each or other sort of surface. Nice. It's going to slam you into the ground. Can you give me a Constitution saving throw, please, as this tentacle wraps its arms around you, lifts you up, and just slams you into the ground?
18.
18 is a pass. So you take half damage. So you take 3 points of bludgeoning damage and are not stunned.
Thankfully.
Yeah. Otter, you are up.
Still grappled.
Yeah. Yeah, it's still grappled you. So it's grappled you up. It just tried to slam you into the ground, essentially to knock you out.
I will. Guess I'm going to thunder step away again, over to the other side, in front of Grom and everyone.
Boring. 90 foot.
Please. And I'll need a con saving throw.
How about no? That's actually quite good. It's like 25.
Yeah, so it'll be half damage.
Oh, I'd love if this kills him.
21, so it'll be 10.
10. Nice. Still up. Up next is the one that's just dropped in behind Ferwin. It's going to step up, try and bite you.
No.
That is a 22 to hit.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, that's much better on the dice. That's a shame for you.
Oh,
15
typical.
points of piercing. You're immune to poison, so nothing else happens, which is fine. It's going to tentacle attack you. 17.
Meets it, beats it.
Woo! So that is 11 points of damage. You are grappled. And then it's going to attempt to slam you into the ground as well. Can you give me a con saving throw, please?
10.
10 is not enough. You take 8 points of bludgeoning damage and are stunned
Can I call it a bitch before I'm knocked out?
until... You can if you want, yeah. You're grappled and stunned. So you are not... So you see as this thing, especially Otter, you're close, see as this thing grabs Faywin, slams her into the ground as her body goes unconscious, stunned, essentially. She goes limp as this thing holds on to Faywin's body. You are stunned until the end of its next turn. That's it. And
Okay.
end of its next turn, yeah. That's its go. It then has movement, right? Yeah. So it's going to drag you with it, half movement. As it's coming towards you, Otter, one of its tentacle, arm, hand things is just holding Faywin stuck to its body as it then limbers its way towards you. Its 3 legs and other 2 arms still quite free.
Could I do a perception check?
Yep.
I just want to look above us and see how many of possible of these sacks there are that they drop down from.
Yep.
See if there's any more we can expect.
Yeah.
That's not brilliant. 15.
15. As you look around quickly, there are growths everywhere in this cave. These sacks, though, they're not there. You can see that there are like mushrooms with different forms and different plants coming off them. But there could be 10, there could be 15, there could be 5. You can't quite make out what sets these things off. They seem to grow incredibly quickly when they're about to drop. But as you're looking around, it's like this whole cave is covered in growths. Like you are seeing the strongest growth of myconids you've seen. As you've been walking along here, you get the feeling that this could just keep producing them potentially.
If If only we had a fireball.
If only.
Sorry, it's Von's go.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Von, you're up.
I will step a bit further north. I'm gonna say say about 20 foot north.
Yep.
I will do the Starry Form Archer at the one to the south.
Yep.
17 to hit.
17 hits.
12 radiant damage.
12 radiant damage is enough. As it
Oh god, am I in the range?
explodes. Give
Night.
me a con saving throw. You're right on the edge of it.
Me?
Yep.
Okay. And it's not poison.
It's not poison. No.
That is a 22.
22. Nice. You see it come in and go to hold your breath. So you don't inhale what is there, but you are close enough to it to inspect it. Can you give me an Arcana or Nature check, please, Arta?
Ah, yes, my specialist
You
subjects.
are the best person for this to have happened to.
A +0 or a +0? We'll go with Arcana because I'm known for my mind. Oh my god, that's a 19.
19. As
Straight roll, baby.
you know that you are, like, this was close to exploding, right, and hitting you, so you are close enough to see the spores when they're in there. These spores look, and you know you're immune to the poison from the hero's feast, so it's a bit difficult. It's not like you can get a whiff. You know, like if you're close to an acid spill or some sulfuric acid or something was burning, you can smell it before you get there. So you don't have to touch it to know it's danger. You smell danger first off. You don't smell danger off these spores, and the spores remind you a hell of a lot more of the rapport spores that you've had, that you've inhaled many times before, than they do of any poison spores you've ever seen. So with a 19, you aren't sure that these spores are actually going to cause you damage. The things hitting you are definitely causing you damage, but you're not sure the spores are going to cause you any damage.
Just breathing it in would.
Yeah.
Or maybe not cause me damage, but
They don't look, yeah. So you if it was poison, you know that you're immune to poison, but you still be able to feel that you are feeling the effects of poison. It's a bit like, I imagine, like immunity to poison is, you taste the hot chili but you don't feel the spice, but you know it's a hot chili. Like, you know that you should be feeling spice but you don't feel it. These, as they go and hit you, you're like, I don't feel like these are some kind of poison. They look, and even just the way the spores are floating out towards you, they look like when the Myconids have shared rapport spores with you before. They look more like that kind of spore than they do a poisonous cloud or an acidic cloud. So yeah, your Arcana is telling you that you don't think these spores are actually harmful.
well, I'm not gonna let anyone know yet because I'm still on the edge of the range and I don't want to breathe it in.
Yeah.
Just in case. And then it's my turn now actually. So I'm gonna move outside of that approximate range.
I still haven't done my action.
Oh,
Yeah, it was Von that
I've
put
done
him
my
up.
bonus action.
oh yeah, I forgot Von can do multiple things.
Yeah.
Greedy.
For my action, I am going to cast Blight on the other one.
Mm-hmm.
The one that's holding me.
Can I have a con save? Yes.
Interesting. No, I call it.
Does it get disadvantage for being a plant-based creature?
It does. Con save.
Yes.
Disadvantage means only 9.
That fails, so it takes maximum damage.
Mm-hmm.
So 64. 64 necrotic damage.
4. Nice. That puts it to bloodied, but these are fresh out of the womb.
I am going to, in having seen these both come from the edges.
Yep.
Oh, actually, no, the first one's came from the middle.
First
didn't
one's come from the middle, yeah.
they? I'm not going to move any of them, so they'll just stay where I am.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Arta.
So I want to move outside of the minor range that I'm in.
Yep.
And then I'm not going to be within 5 foot of Zaga now, am I?
No.
Damn. Okay. Feywinds.
You can see this whole southward area now as well is just humming with these spores. The ones over Zaga's original body are still lingering up in the air. They just like sit. They don't really move. Like you imagine with a gust of wind or something, you can push them away, but they don't fall. They just hang. Like
a gust of wind, you say?
You could push them with a gust of wind. Yeah, they're spores.
Okay, hold on. Can I? No, because they're going to get an attack opportunity. Because I was thinking how we can move Faywin away while we attack that one, but it's not going to work. Yeah, okay. I'll cast Gust of Wind.
Okay.
To try and free where Zaga is.
Nice. Does it have on there the distances it can push?
Yeah, it does. So it's line of strong wind, 60 feet long and 10 feet wide. A creature that starts its turn in the line must succeed in a strength saving throw, will be pushed 15 foot away from you in a direction following the line.
60 foot. Nice. Okay.
So it can push. It'll
cloud.
push that 15 foot that way for what it's worth. But it should actually blow the wind out the way, blow the things out the way if they're static.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nice. So you want to gust the wind to clear this area that Zaga's in?
So just clear the bit around Zaga, just so he's out of the spores. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to let Von Van know that it feels like the rapport spores instead of anything like deadly.
Come on, fucking D&D Beyond, a piece of shit. Check. 10 foot wide. Okay. Okay, that will be dodgy, but yeah, you can. So you want to just do a 10 foot wide line? To what angle you want to? So you just want to get like?
I want to get Zaga. Obviously, so he doesn't. Is that a gap on the bottom right, or is that a wall?
Yeah, this is a gap, but the gap is only like 5 foot wide.
Huh?
Down here. So
I can't see that bit because the camera's not there.
This bit here is where Zaga was originally, and then this is here. So you can clear a line to him. It's just like what angle do you want to clear the line? You're not
that's
going to be able
fine.
to force
So
the
what
wall
I want to
through
do
this
is then move south, so he's not getting pushed into that gap, but into sort of the free space on the sort of right hand side, near those sort of purpley blue shrooms.
gap.
Yeah, just go for a diagonal.
Yeah, cool.
Because I've got 30 foot movement, so I should be able to get around it enough to be able to kind of put me in a position
So
where I can do some trickery.
Yes. What'll happen is, so yeah, you can gust the wind to clear a path. You want to clear a path to Zaga.
Yeah, and he'll get pushed. Well, I assume he'll fail his strength saving throw because he's incapacitated.
If he gets pushed, he's going to get pushed with the spores.
Yeah, but the spores I would assume would be more lightweight than Zaga. Like the spores, I imagine would be put. I guess by your face, no.
I
don't know that.
I'm just saying you're gonna push in a 10-foot line. You're gonna clear a line of spores. Those line of spores are gonna push into this part of the cave, and then Zaga will be pushed. So yeah, I suppose what you're saying is you want to push the spores all the way, and Zaga.
Yeah, but the line is 60 foot.
How long does
whereas Zaga only gets pushed 15 foot off.
Oh, okay, right. Okay, yeah.
He should, in theory.
He will be surrounded, I think. He
but
will
actually,
be clear.
Wait, he only gets pushed at the start of his turn.
Oh. How's that work?
Each creature that starts because it's a concentration.
It's a continual point. Okay.
Yeah, it's a continual thing. Yeah. So actually, it only matters at the start of his turn that he needs to do a strength saving throw. So we'll see what happens in the interim.
Wicked. That makes sense. Okay, so bring up the
That was very complex for a level 2 spell, wasn't it?
It's only because I was trying to work out if you can clear the spores on. I was trying to work out if you were clearing the spores so you could walk up to him, which you could do. What I was more worried about is the fact that your gust of wind spell will go off and start clearing the spores forward, but the spores
it's just kind of pushing it somewhere else in the cave. I see what you're saying.
So you're just gonna start a vortex of spores moving around the cave. Is what I wanted to just check.
Yeah.
That's cool. Nice.
I didn't know we had wind currents. Nah, there's loads of spaces it can escape. There's a hole up in the top right.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
There's a
But there's
space
lots
in
of
the
spores
bottom-
here. It
bottom
was just.
right.
It's not going to go and it's going to start the move round. So yeah, the rest of you will see that as Arta carts.
It'll be like
It'll
a Scooby Doo scene where they're running through all those doors. That'll be us running away from the spores.
Just running around in circles, getting chased by a spore circle. As we're back round to the top, Zaga, you are floating towards a large rock in space.
Yes. So failing a saving throw, am I?
You are?
I assume I'm failing a strength saving throw since I'm lying on the floor.
Yes. Sorry, I forgot about your actual body. Yeah, you'll be failing. Yeah, you can't do anything because you're unconscious. So you move 15 foot.
Apparently.
Cool. So yeah, Zaga, your body is just ragdolling around the floor. You got
I like
dragged
to
5
think it's
foot
like
in a
Goat
direction,
Simulator.
and now you're being yeah.
It's Ghost
like
Simulator, his
Goat
tongue
Simulator.
sticking out and just waggling around.
Just getting thrown around. Nice. So that's what's happening to your body. You don't feel that as you are floating in this void, heading towards this large.
Still going to the rock, I guess.
Cool. Give me another perception check as you get a little closer.
That will only be a 13.
13. You can see that this rock is huge. The size of what would it be in Zaga's terms?
The size of Feywind.
No, this rock is as big as Redvant, maybe in circumference. As you're getting closer towards it, and you can see that there are some. It's not a fully formed round rock. You could see where you could see flashes of these pinks and blues is because it is in a small like orbit itself. The rock itself is moving and it's hollow. There are some holes where you can see inside, and as it's moving now, you can see where those holes are where inside you can see that there is this growth that is giving off a mushroom-like glow.
Mushroom-like.
The same coloration as what you've seen on the Myconids here. That like these bright pinks and these bright yellows and greens are like shining off, but they're all on the inside of this rock. You're spying through these big holes, and these holes are like the holes are the size of full buildings, multiple buildings like put together. These holes are craters that are huge, but as you're getting closer to it, you're still trying to again estimate the size. But this thing is massive. You can see the coloration is the same as the mushrooms, but you can't pick out individual mushrooms yet. You're still too far away. You're just seeing the glow of this light.
I'll keep heading towards it.
Nice. Feywind.
I'm pretty messed up. I'm being held. And
Oh yeah, you're stunned. Fuck.
all sorts. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't actually. I don't think you can do anything when you're stunned.
Nope. I think it's roll at the end of your
Roll-
next
it's-
turn.
Stunned. You just will not be stunned at the end of its next turn. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. Lair action. One's there. One's there. Your gust of wind are quite close. One is going to drop next to Arta here, down in the south. Arta, as you are concentrating on the gust of wind, you see this again. This sack just come into your eye line as this thing drops on the floor next to you. That's the lair action, and then it is. Oh shit! It's that one's go, right? Because the right hand one is that one with grapples. Nice. It spawns and it gets its go. That's lucky for it. As Arta, it is going to attempt to bite you. That's only a 4 on a dice, so it's going to miss. Then it's going to try and tentacle slam you. That is a 15.
Miss.
Shit. And then it's going to attempt to tentacle grab you again. That is a 15 again. My God. Imagine I could roll above a 10. We would have a game that makes sense. Sweet. Does 3 actions, misses all 3 actions. Otto, you're up.
So Zaga's out of the spores now.
Zaga, yeah, you've just watched. So you can see, though, that what Arta is creating is the slow move of these spores. You are in a central cave. So on the next go, these spores are going to start with the air, making their way round towards your direction. Slowly, but they are making... As long as that wind spell is up, you can see that Zaga's body's rolled out into a bit of clearing, but the spores are just floating. There's a line of spores floating their way around.
How's the one that's got Faerun looking?
Bloodied.
How far away am I from it?
20.
I will step back 5 feet and I'll just blast it.
Okay.
It's 29 for the first one.
Yep.
26 for the second.
Yep.
24 for the third. That's 23 force damage altogether.
23 force damage. Nice. Still standing. Looking messed up though. You move back. Is that what you did?
Yeah, I'll stay there for now, yeah.
Cool. Yeah, cool. Yeah, we'll move up to get you in tentacle range, and it's going to try and grab you with the tentacle. Oh, it had to be fucking 15 foot. Around that. You motherfucker. Why you gotta be boring? Alright, fuck it, it's just gonna slam Faerun back into the ground. Oh, well, you can't. If you're going to try and move away, so I can't do anything. I'm just going to have to keep attacking your unconscious body.
That's not why I was moving back for. I was moving back in case it exploded.
Sounded like that's what you were doing, Faerun. I heard him say that. You take 8 points of bludgeoning damage. You're stunned, so I think. Oh no, con saves. I think you still get to roll. Let me just double check. Stunned. I think it's
strength and dex.
Yeah, that's what it usually is, right?
I rolled a 17 if I do roll for it.
Yes, cool, nice. So this time, as it slams you down, you awaken and do not go back stunned. You're still grappled, but yeah, you don't get stunned as it is dragging you forward. Oh, I wonder if I... Oh, it's still not close enough, that's annoying. Wicked. Von, you're up.
It's in close range of everyone now.
You can close range if you want.
God's sake. Wait. Everyone's going to be off floating in this other world. I will... Oh, so is that how close it's like Grom and that as well? Is that within...
It's within like 10, 15 foot. It's close enough to hit him if I wanted to.
I will guess I'll go for the one to the south.
Yep.
So I'll go with the archer form first. That's a 12.
To hit?
Yeah.
That misses.
Yep. I guess I'll just fire off a guiding bolt into it as well. That's a 26 to hit.
That hits.
That is fucking hell, 2 1s again. That's 8 radiant damage.
8 radiant damage. You've got the dice curse like me.
Both times I've done guiding bolt, I've rolled 1-1.
That's good.
And then,
I've missed 9 attacks. I've been counting. 6 of them were in a row. Nice. So you get advantage on that one next. It starts to glow. Stay where you are.
guess.
Guess.
I really don't know what to do right now. Yeah.
Cool. I'll tell you up.
First thing I'm going to do
Yep.
is, using my bonus action, I'm
Yep.
going to change the direction of the gust of wind
Yep.
to the shroom who's just tried to attack me.
Yep. It's annoying. Is that con save?
No, it's only when it starts its turn.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, and it's difficult terrain, so it's difficult terrain essentially.
Cool.
So it needs 2 foot for 1 foot because it's fighting against the wind if it whatever happens.
Yep.
So that's my bonus action. For my action, do I just hit it with my whip? Yeah, we'll just hit it with the whip. Watch me whip. Watch me nay nay. That was
with
horrible.
advantage.
That's with advantage. Why
Yeah.
advantage? Oh,
Because of the gun and bolt.
well, that's good because the first roll was a nat 1.
Oh, yay!
The second roll was a 22.
Right.
That is 9 points of slashing,
Yep.
and ones don't count, ones become 2, so 6 points of thunder damage.
6 points of thunder damage. Nice. That's just gone. Not quite bloodied yet, but it's taking a little bit of damage. Cool.
I don't know what's happening with Zaga. I've got more pressing concerns.
You're just holding this gust of wind in. Von Arta, round 5. Zaga. You are hurtling towards this big rock.
I am.
Hopefully all alone. Nice. As you get closer, you can see this thing is actually humongous. This is the largest single rock on its own that you'll have seen. It's almost like it looks like a small planet in terms of size as you get closer and closer towards it. You can see that there are these holes, these 2 holes that you can see on as it spins round that are huge craters that go in and show into the hollow side of this rock, and then there's one larger hole towards a bit like a bowling ball to the south side of it, and the back side of this rock is completely covered. So as it's spinning, you can see there's times when you can see inside and you can see what looks like life and light, and on the back side, on the surface, you don't see anything. So as you're coming towards, where would you like to aim for as you make your way closer towards this thing?
Well, I guess try and time it so I'm near one of the holes.
Yeah, sweet, cool. So yeah, you can get yourself close. I think you'll be close enough at the end of this go to be up enough to dart inside on your next go. Give me another perception check as you are now much closer to this thing.
That will be a 4.
4. Okay, nice. You can see definitely that this is like myconid growth on the inside of this rock. You can see from the coloration. Getting to the, towards the end of the go, as you get right up close to it, you can see that there is a growth in there. You can see that there's a lot growing on the inside, and there's something that isn't filling the inside of this rock, but it's definitely there is a mass that is inside this rock that is attached to the walls and growing round as you are getting right up close to it, and it's very obvious to see as the light comes round as you're waiting to find your go to jump in.
Knowing it's a mushroom.
Yep.
Myconid, whatever.
My what? Oh yeah.
Knowing it's one of those, and they speak.
Does it taste like duck?
No, I'm just gonna, in my head, I'm gonna say, "How do I get back?" But in my head, and see if I get an answer. I don't know if I can telepathically speak to it or not.
Mm-hmm. I think you are close, but not close enough. So yeah, as you kind of look out towards it and call out in your head, you don't get a response, but you are still quite far. You're not in you. You're on the right track. You know that they are spores and these myconid things can communicate. I think even you would think you'd be pushing the limits of telepathy. Telepathy? Yeah, that's the right word. At this range, you are outside the normal 150 foot. So it'd be do they have a really special long range one? No, not quite. But next go might be a good time to try it. You feel like you'd be close enough. Fabian, grappled but alive.
Yeah. Can I Misty Step if I'm grappled?
Yep.
I would like to Misty Step out, please.
Joy. Where would you like to go?
Just to the middle of the room.
Okay, nice.
That's not a gigantic hole that I'm about to fall down, is it?
No.
Okay, cool. I'm a bit scared to attack the one that's next to everybody.
Why not?
Because it might blow up and send everybody to another realm.
Might do, might not, who knows.
How close is Arta to the one at the bottom?
5 foot.
Oh, God.
It's 5 foot gap
Is that one
between
looking bloodied? Or not
10
really?
foot. Must be 10 foot,
you.
surely.
10 foot. Well, yeah, there's a 5
Oh, no,
foot gap between you.
Yeah, it tried biting me, didn't it?
He's not looking bloodied though, is it?
No.
Okay, cool. I'm going to attack that one then. 30, 20 to
Yep.
hit. 16.
Yep.
And then 26.
Yeah, that's going to hit. These things are fortunate.
And 19 points of damage.
Nice. He's bloodied now. Cool. That's their action. So it is its go. So does it? It just has difficult terrain if you're pointing the wind towards it, Arta.
Second?
It just has the only gust of wind action is it has. Does it have to do a save?
It's only in it has to do a save to be pushed away if it starts its turn there.
Yeah. Okay, that's which works.
And if in that 10 foot wide, 60 foot long line,
Yeah.
it's difficult terrain.
Okay. Cool. So what's
So they
the
can
save?
go round it. Save is 18.
What skill?
Strength.
Okay, strength. Yeah, that's fine. I got 21. So it doesn't get
saves.
pushed back. It rocks itself in. It's going to have to use 10 foot then to get close to you to attempt to bite you. Fucking come on, dice. Don't let me down. Nice. I rolled an 18 again. So that's 24.
Yep, it's
Which does 13 points.
okay. Bear with me, because I need to do my con save first. Con save's 21, and so
Nice.
I am going to use my pushback thing.
Ooh.
So can I please get a dex save?
Yeah. That's 17.
Miss.
So it goes like 10.
Yeah, it goes back 10 and takes 13 lightning damage.
13 points of damage. Nice. Oh, this is so fucking irritating. 10, 20.
I'm probably still in range of its tentacles if it's got 35 movement.
Yeah, you
because
are.
it moved what 10 originally.
Yeah, you
Oh no, it would have been
No, it would have
I
been. It
see.
moved 10, and then it would have been pushed back 10, so it's got me fit. So to get you, it can get you in range, but it can't do what I want it to do. Cool.
Excellent.
So it's in tentacle range. It's going to roll against you. That's a nat 20, which is good, but again, it doesn't give you what I wanted it to do. 17 points of piercing.
Yep.
And you're grappled, so you'll need another con save. So
Oh, yeah.
10, then back, and then if it only goes...
Con 6, so I'm no longer concentrating on the wind dice.
Okay, that's good. Wind dies. So it had to move. Let me jimmy this up. Had to move 10 to get to you. Then you pushed it back 10.
Yep.
Then it would have used 20.
To
Then
get
it grappled
back
you.
in.
So it has 10,
Yep.
so it can move 5 square. Fuck's sake. Okay. Cool. It's then going to, with a move down, it can only move 5 squares.
So it's no longer difficult terrain, to clarify. I don't know if that changed.
No, I know, but if I want to drag you, it takes extra
Oh,
movement,
yeah.
and I've just run out of all my movement. It grapples you, and it starts moving its back towards the spores, as if it's going to start pulling you towards the spores. The pushback literally fucked me. That was...
Well, you shouldn't have hit me, otherwise
Yeah,
it wouldn't have happened.
Otter, you're up. I shouldn't have bit you. I should have just hit you with a tentacle, and I'd have been fine.
How far away is the one in front of me?
10 foot.
Since the DM's been goading me all session,
Don't do man.
I will step in and make a great weapon master attack at it.
Yep.
First one. It's 18.
Yep.
At 29.
Yeah.
Minus 5. So yeah, 20 something.
Yep. Easy hit.
How is it looking, by the way?
Pretty messed up.
Okay. So that's going to be 19 with the plus 10.
Yep.
Slashing.
Still standing.
I'll make another regular attack at it.
Yep.
26.
Yeah, it hits.
I'll add a psychic strike dice on this as well.
Yep.
So that would be 8 slashing and 6 psychic damage.
Nice. Which is enough. As you step up, slap into it twice, it explodes as Otter, you hit the deck. Oh shit, it's right near all those druids as well. Cool.
I blame the DM's goading.
Do they all hit the deck as well?
Yeah. They all immediately pass out. As you see Otter step up and swing, this thing was stepping towards and hitting, and as Faywin got away, it was looking to step up and strike again. As you just stepped forward, sliced across it, it exploded back in your face. As Otter hits the deck, and the rest of them that were screaming hyperventilating pass out again. That one's dead, so he can't do anything because he's dead. Von, you're up.
Well, shit. I mean, it's only one to aim for.
Yep. And he's got Arthur grappled.
Arthur said that he doesn't think these spores are damaging.
Mm-hmm. Tell you what was damaging. Otter falling over his face. Like, yeah! He's got a bruise on his nose. You can see as that one dies, there are sacks that are starting to like and fill up all over this cave.
Oh fuck.
You can get closer to the spores and make checks on them if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna head towards.
Because there is this whole side is just full of these spores floating in the air now. Where it exploded here, there's ones already exploded here. The gust of wind sort of kept the movement around. They kind of crescent mooning around where Faywin is at the moment, and Arthur looks very close to him there. So there is enough spores for you to get a good look at.
I guess whatever one I get closest to examine.
So whether you want to get close to the beast or not, come south, or you want to go north. South is probably closest.
Yeah, I'll go south then.
Yeah, 25 gets you to the edge. Arcana or nature?
Arcana or nature. Same either way. That's a 19.
19. These, like Arthur said, these look exactly like the rapport spores that you have ingested or inhaled before. They aren't giving off any poisonous cloud or any acidic taste. As they sit and float there, they look identical to the spores that you saw the Myconid elder fire out towards you before. Every time you spoke to Myconids and the elders or the sovereigns have passed spores your way, this is what they look like.
Do you shout that out?
Hmm?
Do you shout that out?
Yeah, I mean similar to what Arthur said before, but yeah, I'll relay that again.
You also, with passives, I think would see Zaga has been not cocooned, but cushioned under mushroom spores now. Like where he's been on the floor for a while now, there is like mushroom growth appearing underneath him just to lift him up from the stone ground. And actually around where the druids fell and had risen, there was mushroom growth around them as well.
Like in a nice way.
Like in like a it looks like they're being like cocoon's the wrong word, but cocooned is also not that far from the drift. They're being cushioned. He's been lifted up and his body is being rested.
Cuddled by mushrooms?
Being cuddled by mushrooms.
Oh.
Okay. I will say out to the others that I don't think they're going to stop. Going into the spores might be the best option. I will still attack the other one down by Arthur. So I'll use Styrofoam stuff with that's a nat 20.
Nice.
So that's 25 radiant damage.
Jesus Christ. Nice. Still standing, but
and then I'll do another guiding bolt. 15.
Yep.
Come on, all the ones again. Oh, that's much better. So that's 16 radiant damage.
16. Nice, that's enough. As you fire in to give the advantage on the second one, Arta, as you are grappled, you see this thing get hit in the back as it lights up with the radiant energy and explodes in your face as you immediately pass out.
Wait, I don't even do a save this time.
No, when they explode, there's no save for the exploding one.
The last one exploded on me. I was on the edge.
You were on the edge.
Right.
You were like just far enough that it would be mean for me to make it an automatic.
Okay.
When you're inside it and it explodes next to you, you go down.
Yeah. Condensed, we'll call it.
It's like a suppository straight up the hole. Yeah, nice. Von, so you fire that second one as it explodes. You just see Arta. As it disappears, you see Arta and just fall straight to the deck.
Can I fall on my face so my cape's
100%.
flapping in the wind, please? Just for comedic effect.
Yeah. You fall on your
Even
face
though
and you knock
we
your
may
moustache
die
off.
here.
Anything else, Von?
How much more movement have I got?
10.
And you can still see there's like more of these growths appearing on the ceiling.
Yeah, this mushroom cave is very much alive with mushroom growths, yeah.
Is it going to be a few things to do? I am going to step into the spores.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Very much. You watch and see Arta fall, and then in your near side vision, Von step forward, breathe in, and hit the deck. Arta, you open your eyes. You are floating. Weightless.
Nice.
But you are not
In
alone.
my mind, I'm thinking, did we just level up?
Yeah, you are not alone. As you open your eyes, you can... Ooh, good point. Oh, yeah, you have a more spells. Cool. You can see the 3 druids and Otter are all within 25, 30, 40 foot of you as you are just floating out, almost like you're in a pool, but there is no resistance, there is no movement, there is no real sound here, but this silver grey of light that is moving around your body as you open your eyes. Would be very disconcerting if you were to
Can I
wake here
pretend to
alone.
drown? Because as we famously know, Arta washed up on a beach, so he's not been known for his swimming talents.
Uh-huh.
You can... It was like
Yeah, you can. Well, you realise you can breathe here, but yeah, you can definitely try and panic and move. And as you are spinning, moving, you realise you don't have control of your body. You are just kind of like on the spot, just tumbling around, but you have no control. Swinging your arms is not turning you in a direction. As you swing and move and kick around, your body is just kind of on a real slow orbit spin.
Cool.
Cool.
I wave in the direction of the druids or not.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Don't care if they see me or not.
Yeah.
I'm quite liking this scenario. This is all I've ever dreamed of.
Just floating around.
Ironically, I'm dreaming.
Zaga, you are far away. As it would come back round to you, you can see as this shape is orbiting and spinning around that you pick your spot and think forward, and you shoot into one of these giant crevice holes into the inside of this rock. As you pass inside it, you can feel voices and a connection and again a telepathy hit your mind as you enter the inside of this rock, as you hear conversation or a fight or just like the sound of mushrooms, myconid and voices milling around. Like there's two prominent larger voices, one deep, one slightly lighter, that seem to be in a bicker, but you can't quite make out what they're saying. But as soon as you enter in through one of these crevices, your mind it was completely empty and clear, and now you can hear things going on inside.
Again, then I will try and think, hey, how do I get back?
Nice. As you think that, you hear silence. Both voices stop as a projection appears, forming out from the glowing fungus between this like mass that is floating there. Almost looks like a mold ball, which is like attached to part of the inside of this rock, is growing out and is wrapping around the inside of this cavernous rock. Outside from it, the like tendrils of the myconid and the plant life shimmer and shift to form the face of kind of like a humanoid face, a long gaunt face though, like an oval shape, a very small mouth, slit-like eyes, like best way of describing them are like slits, like very thin eyes that curl up, but all formed out of the plants that move there, more like a visual effect than it was an actual person, as this face kind of scowls down and looks at you. It will say in your mind, "Who are you?"
I will say back to it, "Who are you?"
Fools. No. You must leave. You cannot stop my plans now.
I'll say, wait, are you hydrocarbon or whatever its name was?
You hear and you see the face from one side kind of morph. The color goes from a pink and like a light pink and yellow to a purple and a deep blue, as half the face kind of amorphs out to a different shape, more of a moon shape, a round side, as you hear a voice say, Flora still lives, and then gets pushed back. No, you must leave. You cannot stop our plans now. You do not belong here.
But this is an apparition and not a thing.
This is, it's like you're watching, I can't even think of the word, you're watching what is like a huge amorphous mold ball of fungus and tendrils, almost like sea coral. As it moves, as it simmers and shapes, it changes colours, and it's this face that is formed out of it that's talking to you, and this other face forces its face over the top of the pink face and then gets forced back out again. But it's just you, and this thing is maybe 300 foot high, this face that's talking to you.
Is this the deep voice?
The lighter voice is talking to you. The deep voice was the blue that pushed in when you mentioned High Florist.
Yeah, that was it. Where's that High Florist thing?
You see and hear in your mind as the fight goes backwards and forwards. You can see almost like Two-Face that the blue pushes in as the pink is pushing in. Give me a perception check. I know that you're really good at
Good old perception.
Yeah, I know.
14.
14. You can see as they are fighting that the Myconid growth that is within this rock, within this ball, is dark in patches and like a deep dark dead purple in patches, and you can see as they fight and the coloration of this mold ball changes, and it kind of flashes. It's flashing round inside you. You're in the middle of this thing looking, but all around you the cave like walls are there and they're covered in the Myconid growth. They are flashing in these different colors, but you notice there's patches that don't light up. There's patches that look dead, that look like a purpley ichor, that look infected, and as it's flashing around, you notice on that main ball that like one part off to the left hand side out of your vision just slightly, there is this like venom, like ichor venom, the Spider-Man venom, that like deep purple ichor that is stuck to the side of this thing that is not allowing the light in the Myconid to shine. There is some other growth inside this mushroom head, this head.
Should I try something, or should I wait for another round while other people get closer?
Let's wait for a round. We'll say with the conversation backwards and forwards and the checks. Will be good.
Cool, sounds good.
Fabian.
Is fuming.
Everyone around you is plonked on the floor, and you can see these sacks are just starting to fall and get ready to drop something.
Okay, I was going to say, can I see more?
Yeah.
Okay,
the
cool.
inside of this cave is alive. The roof and the round of it, you can just see. You can't spot exactly where they're going to come from, but these mushrooms look like a creature rather than like a plant.
Okay, so I'm going to cast Sending to Bo.
Yep.
And I'm going to say, can I just check, were we south of Whitewood where we came through?
You're north now. You're like northeast.
Northeast of Whitewood. Okay, so I'm going to say found Grom, northeast Whitewood, Underdark. We're in the Underdark, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Rapport spores KOing everyone, but entering the slumber seems safer than fighting abominations. Myconids march north in unison. Brainwashed? The brainwashed was a question mark? That's my message.
Okay. I didn't write any of that down. I should have written that down.
I can read it again. I've got it written down. Found Grom, northeast Whitewood, Underdark.
Yep.
Rapport spores KOing everyone, but entering the slumber seems safer than fighting abominations. Myconids march north in unison. Brainwashed?
Okay. He will reply back saying, it's a messed up situation. Like, it's just like, what the fuck? I don't know.
Yep.
He would just mess back saying, if Myconids are the key, follow at your discretion, but I cannot help from here.
Shock.
Good luck.
Oh, at least there was a good laugh. I thought I better tell somebody.
Yeah, you could just be off the face of the earth.
Yeah. And... yeah, that's it then. I'm gonna go into the spore.
Yeah.
Please. I'll go to the one near Zaga.
Nice. Yeah, cool.
Because I still feel a little bit guilty for sending him to somewhere. Can John come in as well, just for moral support? I know he's not on the board.
No, John
but...
can't.
What?
He's familiar. He ain't able to. So yeah, Jonas is
Can he
left
come in my
squawking
heart
around.
just so that he's there with me in spirit? Not to do anything, just
Yeah, if you want. That's weird.
Thank you.
You can unsummon him if you want.
no.
Unsummon him and kill him.
I
No?
just don't want him to see that I've just walked into a massive thing of smoke and passed out because he
And
might
just-
get upset.
You've just left him there on his own.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna get upset.
Scared and alone.
He's going to have abandonment issues,
Nice.
and then he's going to be constantly following you around everywhere.
Perfect.
Perfect. Sorry, Fabian, you walk forward, fall down straight away. As you open your eyes, you see around you Von, Arta, Grom, and the other druids who are, as they are coming to, are again almost going back into having a panic attack. As you look around, you are just floating, all of you floating, spinning in this void. There is silvery grey light around. There is not much else to see apart from these rocks that occasionally pass through in a distance. And again, the same as with Zaga. They could be pebbles, they could be mountains, you have no idea, as you are all trying to steady yourself. Zaga is nowhere to be seen. Let's take a quick pause there, because that was a long combat thing. We can come back. This will be, I don't need the map for, and I also really need a wee. So take a quick little break, and then we'll come back and rejig you into two parts to who's doing what where. Faywin. So yeah, Faywin, you wake up in that area. All around you are your other companions. So you can see floating off. You're all 20, 30, 40 foot apart, individually in there and spinning. But you can see that you are spinning and floating independently, as you can see the rest of your party there. You can all hear. Grom and the other druids. Grom is trying to bring his breathing back in like a meditative state. The other two druids are panicking slightly as you kind of look around. You are just in endless, like, without the rest of you here, you would be in endless darkness with this just certain wisps of grey silvery light knocking around. It's a very strange place. For you as a pack, we'll treat you in two packs. So is there anything you guys would like to do or investigate in this area? You can individually do checks, you can buddy up to do checks, but we'll do your stuff and then we'll flick back to Zaga.
Can I do, I guess it would be a history, or maybe nature or arcana. So, like, in knowing that there was astral aspects to the Myconid, as to whether this reminds me of anything I've learned from Tycho.
Yeah.
What would be the best to go for that?
I think arcana. I don't think history necessarily would work. He didn't have enough notes to really be useful.
It's a 16.
16. You, from what you expect and from what Tycho had said, this easily could be the astral plane, and almost though, like, it's too many coincidences for it to be a coincidence.
Yes.
Would lead you to think this is probably the astral plane. But as you like kind of try and control and spin yourself around, you don't see Tycho. As you are moving around, what did you roll on the Arcana?
16.
16. As you kind of trying to think and like join the dots on it, and you are tapping into your Arcana skill and mind, as you then think, oh, like, is Tycho here? You realise that by thinking about controlling and moving, you are able to pivot and move yourself almost as if you are flying. Like, it's the way you can move forwards and backs and pivot yourself and control the spin. You realize it's about, you have to think about what you want to do it. There is no like arm movement, there's no coordination. You don't need that. You just need to use your mind to think about. So as you go kind of roll the first checks, the rest of you see the Von just rights himself and starts spinning and has control of his body, where the rest of you are kind of still a bit floaty.
I will relay that to the others. If I have to do it telepathically, or can I do it normally? No,
as you go to speak, you realise there's no words that come out. Telepathically, you can feel and you can hear the other druids in your mind. So again, it feels exactly like the rapport spores of the Myconids.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll tell the others to think
Yep.
about their movements.
Nice.
As I've been in here longer than Von Van, have
Yeah.
I learnt the ability to do flips yet?
I would say.
And can I roll a check for it?
You 100% are the least intelligent, correct?
Correct.
Do we see us just spinning out of control?
He's getting faster like a fucking.
What can I try and do a flip?
Yeah.
What skill do I have? What do I have to roll? Even if
Arcana.
it's intelligence, I'll roll it.
It is
Arcana.
Yeah.
That's an 18.
18.
I've done a flip.
You do flip. You get so fast in the flip that you get dizzy. You're just spinning around. You're just a.
That's fine. I just wanted to do a flip. I don't care if I get dizzy.
Yeah, you can do a flip. Yeah, as you get out and you're trying to steady yourself, as you think about steadying, and Von passes out, you all realise you can control your mind, your ability to think about your movement and think about being upright, think about moving forward is how you control yourself, and you can start to move about this space. Someone give me a perception check. Or more people give me a perception check, actually, because God knows one of you roll like a freaking 4.
Yeah, I rolled really bad. 11.
21.
20.
I rolled a 4 + 6.
Nice. Everybody else is spinning around and getting used to the movement. Von, you're thinking out to where you are. This is the astral sea, right? This is what Tycho was talking about. Otter, the orientation that you found yourself and then you kind of steady yourself out, you are facing the giant rock. With a 21, I would say as you look at that thing, from here, it looks like a giant skull. Not, the coloration is off, but from what you're looking at, big, yes, you can't quite work out how big, made of like a really dark, like, almost like obsidian black color, but as this thing and the shape of it and it's spinning and move round, it looks a hell of a lot like a skull.
Like a humanoid skull?
Two big eye holes, big round, like back of the skull shape. Doesn't look exactly like a humanoid. Looks slightly off, but it's a rock that's spinning, right? It just looks like, has it been carved? Was it shaped that way? The first thing you look at, you're like, oof, looks a bit. And you would have seen paraphernalia, right? Different shaped carves, gems and stuff that take skulls and make them look in different ways. Just as you're looking at it, your first thought would have been like, that's a bloody nice obsidian black pearl skull. But yeah, two big holes that you can see, just faintly see some light in. The bottom half that looks like there would have been something there, and then just the bulbous shape on the back, which has no hole to it. It looks a lot like a skull.
I just sort of nod my head and say to myself, nice.
Nice. It'd be nice if you said it to everybody else. That'd be good. Fuck's sake.
I think it's everyone else can hear it.
Half an hour later.
Nice.
Saga's on his phone. Nice. Cool. As you guys all write yourselves up, can see.
Can I also do my Pact of the Rodkeeper thing to get a spell slot back? Or am I unconscious and able to do it?
You. Ooh. Hang on.
It's an action to do, but obviously
Yeah,
with the condition of being unconscious.
You can. Yeah, you can. Another thing you all notice as you float round is you all look like your form. You all look like you are. You all have your possessions that you have on there. But every single one of you has a silvery like cord that extends from between your shoulder blades behind and trails up into the air for about a foot before it disappears.
Oh my god, are we puppets?
So you can't see your own one, but as you look round, you see everybody else has got this cord that just like runs out from there between their shoulder blades up and then just disappears off after about a foot and a half.
It hasn't got a ball sack on the end of it like
no, like
a building
alien
factor.
Yeah, that would be funny though.
They look like strings, you said.
Yeah, looks like a
Cords.
silver cord.
So I will, as I see it on other people,
Mm-hmm.
I will think back to Vex's letter where she says she wouldn't let the circle pull her strings.
Mm-hmm.
Was it the circle she said that about?
Yep.
So other people would hear me think that.
Cool. Where, are you guys going to go anywhere? Try and do anything? Or reflect back to Zaga?
I guess I'd start heading towards the skull rock thing.
Yeah, that skull kind of skull-shaped rock is by far the closest thing you can see. Is the closest entity to you as you float through here. You can see lots of other rocks off in the distance, but some of them look really small, and this one looks huge. So you're like, if they are the same size as this, they're really, really far away. As you float around here, this is by far the closest thing that you've got.
Can we see Zaga?
No. This rock, as you're traveling toward, like, this rock is 600, 700 foot away. So as you look around, you can't see Zaga anywhere.
But we can think this looks like an obsidian pearl sort of skull. Zaga's going to go towards that.
This looks like the biggest, shiniest thing.
It's
It's
the
It's like
closest
something
thing
that's
to
worth
rock.
something.
Yeah. The fact that you all went down in the same place and you all ended up within about 30 or 40 foot of each other would lead you to think that Zaga probably came here as well, but isn't here, and there's a big rock that's the closest thing to you. So
Arta doesn't think that.
Okay.
Arta thinks due to his gust of wind spell removing the spores from around him that Zaga's
blown.
worrying about right now.
Okay.
And then he thinks about it and he's like, Zaga's not worrying about us, he's trying to loot us.
You
And
know
then
we
I
can
wish-
hear
I
your
try and
thoughts
wish-
about it.
And then I try and wish myself awake, but it doesn't work.
Doesn't work.
And then I do another flip to cool myself,
Nice.
like calm myself down.
You guys start thinking and aiming or heading towards the larger rock. Zaga, you are seeing this fight play out where this deeper voice is trying to push through, and this pink and red kind of visage of this elongated face is fighting it off, whilst there is this muck kind of growing out from or stuck to the side of this central fungus orb thing.
I will say to it, "Hey, let the other guy speak."
As you say that, the blue disappears completely in the face, almost rises up towards you and says, "You are too late. You cannot stop me from there. The plan will continue."
Who are you?
You just hear a laugh.
If I can't stop you from here, where can I stop you from?
What you would then hear as the fucking backwards and forwards kind of tussling is happening is you hear just the synchronization of the voices, and like that voice just saying out, "Yes, keep marching, mine. Keep marching. We will be there soon. The plan will be," and you can kind of feel the group mind of the hundreds of Myconid that were just marching as they move through.
The higher pitched voice, the one for the creature that's talking, or that was talking, does it remind me of anything I've heard before?
Give me an insight check.
Oh, this would go well.
Yeah.
Actually, 16 on the dice, plus 1, 17.
17. The pitch and the sound of the voice isn't something you recognize. The words and the way that they are talking does give you a bit of the Death Bloom vibe. The mild undercurrent of maybe insanity, the talk of plans, the talk of not being able to stop, just the way that the words are phrased, the way that it comes across, doesn't sound like you're having a sane conversation with someone. But it's not the same voice. It doesn't sound like the Bryn Death Bloom, but it has a vibe that is very similar.
Okay, I was wondering if it was more like the vampire we killed, but yeah. Go back to the others and come back. I'll try something on my next step.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, so as you're watching all you're seeing this internal kind of struggle that's moving, and then this Ica that is here has a slight pulse to it. You can see that it is attached to different areas of the inside of this rock. The rest of you are thinking your hardest and moving forward. The druids are unable. Grom is almost in a closed eyes meditative state. He is unable to pull himself or kind of get his mind around the reality of what is happening to him. The other two druids are completely perplexed. They are so confused by what is happening that they are struggling and they are unable to control themselves and move the same way you are. So Grom, I suppose you will have to elect to leave them here, or you can try and drag them along with you if you would like.
I'm not dragging a giant.
Well, you're weightless. So it's actually your intelligence score that dictates your speed.
Everyone, hold up! Wait for me.
So Arthur's going to be behind a lot of the way. Yeah.
Oh, I'm 17 intelligent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 8.
If only I had the headband on still.
Oh my god. So yeah, those of you that are more intelligent are travelling faster here, as you are able to get to grips and move yourself with more speed.
And we can pull them without it. It doesn't matter that they're bigger.
Yeah, they're weightless. They've got no weight. They can't control themselves as well. They're unable to do it. So Grom is almost just gone straight into a meditative. He has gone inside his mind. He knows where he is again. He doesn't want to be here again. He is just deep breathing and trying to maintain, stave himself from madness. The other two druids are gone a little bit doolally. But because they can't control themselves, you can just grab onto their collars and pull them along. There's not much they can do to stop you.
Okay, well, yeah, probably pull them along, but I will try and get the Grom by saying, this is where Tycho went. We need Tycho's help. We need to press forward, Grom.
Mm-hmm. You can, he is, as he's he's almost in a rhythmic chanting with his meditation. As for a second, he will stop and look at you and just say, lead the way, Von Van, and then close his eyes again.
Start to lead the way.
Cool. So you guys are pushing towards. I'm just checking you were getting hold of him. As you get closer to this larger rock, as you see it spinning round, and with Otto kind of making out, as it comes round again and again, you can see the lights on the inside. You can see the pinks, the blues that are kind of flashing, this almost disco of movement that is happening, of light that's happening inside the hollow of this rock. And the closer you get to it with the spin that comes round, every spin and rotation that happens, every 50 foot that you get closer to it, it looks more and more like a skull, like a head that is floating here. There's no body, there's nothing else, there's just a floating, moving head that in the open space here, spinning around. As you push all the way towards, as you get close to it spinning round, who's got highest passive perceptions? Is it 15, 16s?
I got 20. Oh,
19, 20, nice. As you guys get close and you're looking about at how you're going to get into this thing. It's not on a fast rotation, but it's on a fast enough rotation, and this is a new experience for you moving that you're a bit oh, okay. So a big thing we've got to jump across, but if we get it wrong, this could be really bad if we get slammed into by a rock. You see in the middle through one of the eyes, next to this big ball of light, a little blue kobold floating.
Zaga.
I found Zaga.
It's just he's almost he's the nucleus inside this stone that's spinning around.
Where? Wait for me!
Arthur's miles behind.
Can I drag Arthur as well?
Yeah,
I'll have one of the rubbish druids and Arthur.
Grabbing the druids.
Von Van can drag the other druid and Grom.
Cool. Yeah. Nice. So your next round, you're about to get in. So Zaga, you can, if there's nothing you want to do, you can wait for them and they can come in. If there's something you want to try now, the party are not far away. But you, with your passive perception, you wouldn't have noticed them yet.
Yeah, the black goop.
Yep.
I want to try and burn some of it off with a fireball.
Yep.
Would it be best to do it on this protrusion of fungus that's talking to me, or on one of the walls somewhere?
It's your choice.
I'll try it on the fungus protrusion.
Yep.
I'm hoping that there's a patch big enough where I'm just going to fireball the black goop. Because you said it was pretty big, right?
Yeah. So on the side of it, it's like this is a huge ball, and on the side of it, it's not that huge part. But because the ball is 300 foot, it's still like almost like 80 foot covering of this black goop in the central area. So it's a big old area for you to burn into. Yeah, it's a big old area.
Cool. Because I don't want to hurt the fungus itself. I just want to try and burn the goop.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll fire a fireball off, and if they've seen me, they can see a flash of fireballs from outside.
Yeah.
Of course we can.
You'll see a fireball go off as Zaga fires a fireball into this mushroom. Nice.
If we weren't sure it was Zaga before, we know it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Cool. So yeah, you fire a fireball down, poof, hits and sizzles and burns some of this. Can you roll damage for the fireball, please?
Yeah, I'll just do one D&D beyond. 27.
27 fucking fireballs, man. As the fireball hits this thing, you see, and with a fireball you can fire it from enough range, you're fine. You see this thing fights back like Venom style. It turns into like a black tentacles kind of come out of it, like an Everard's black tentacles, as these things whip out to try and find what it is that's attacking it, but their range is nowhere near the range to be able to grab you here. But you can see this fungus thing, whatever this is, this rot that is there, comes to life as it tries to find out what's going on, as part of it does start to burn away, and you definitely do some damage to it. As that fireball hits, and as the rest of you are kind of getting close, you see that blue-purple thing rise forward as it comes almost right out towards you, Zaga. The myconid growths and the like pollen spores that create the coloration extend out, almost like fire out towards you to create this face as the area burns. And just in your mind, just like, stop! You cannot stop the plan now. You must leave.
I would say to it, well, you didn't tell me how to leave, so I'm going to do my own thing.
Mm-hmm. You see from those different areas around the outside, little bursts of spore clouds start coming out. And so the way that they fire out into a ball, the way they fire out because of the atmosphere, they fire out into a ball, and this create almost a perfect circle, and they start just like floating out. There's enough of them in here as they're spinning that you're going to have to be doing like dexterity checks to drop out of the way. It's probably 4 or 5 of these balls, or these spore balls, that are just now floating in the space between, that have been fired out from the Ica around its place. The rest of you see Zaga fires off a fireball, and then where you are closest to that, you see that these spores, only on the inside, there's nothing growing on the outside of this skull, on the inside only, but yeah, you see these balls of poison cloud that get shit out and are just floating inside this skull now, as you all make your way inside. Can everyone floating in give me Constitution saving throws, please?
Does that include me?
No. You're
only a 9.
9, cool.
17.
Nice.
As I've been dragged to the forefront, so I was lingering my... That's a 7.
Nice, cool. Ron?
19.
19 is a pass. The rest of you are all fails. Luckily, you cannot be poisoned, but these are poison clouds, so you still take damage. I think you take half damage, right?
No, it's immunity to...
Is it immunity to poison?
Damage, yeah.
Cool. So you hit poisonous clouds and don't take any damage from them as you pass through them. Immunity to
That was a stinky
poison
wind.
damage.
Yeah, it's a immunity to both the poison condition and the damage. They changed the word in the new one. The new one does resistance to the damage, but immunity to the condition.
Yeah.
But the old one says immunity to both.
Okay, all the stat box are changing from here on out. Sweet. As these poison clouds come out and you pass through them without taking damage. The rest of you join up and can see Zaga there. As you would have seen from the side view, this small kobold, and then this... You wouldn't have quite been able to make out the face, but you would have seen these spores, these bright pink and purple spores, reach out towards and kind of wiggle towards Zaga before they retract back. As Zaga, you see the rest of your party floating through the poison towards you.
Do they hear my declaration that it didn't tell me how to go home, so I'm going to do whatever the fuck I feel like?
No, they just would have seen you fire off the fireball.
Okay.
From that way.
What's going on, Zaga?
What? Who said that?
It's us. It's the party. We're behind you, I think.
Attack the dirty goo stuff.
As he points out, and you can see there is this huge. So as you are dwarfs in comparison to the size of this thing. This you are inside a rock that is thousands of feet wide. That is the size of a small town in size, and you have floated into the inside of it to be greeted with a mold ball that is mainly purple and pink in coloration, with these spores all around it, which is 300, 400 foot in size. And you can see there's about an 80-foot side where Zaga is aimed towards, where there is a burn mark in the middle of this black ichor. But as you follow this ball runs to every single side of this rock. So as it runs up and around you, above, below, you can see where there's blues and pinks, and then these spots of black ichor that match the one that you've just taken. You just hit and taken damage. You just caused damage too. Sorry.
I would also say after seeing attack them, but don't get too close.
Yeah. Sweet. It's free order. Whoever wants to do whatever whoever wants to do. Giggity giggity goo. That was English.
I will fire off. How long was? I guess it was only a few more extra turns.
Yeah.
Starry format. So yeah, I'll fire off towards the black goop with that, and also guiding as well.
Mm-hmm.
So the first one is 29.
Yep.
And that is 20 radiant damage.
20 radiant damage.
And then guiding bolt is a 22.
Yep.
And that is 12 radiant damage.
12 radiant damage, nice.
And if that same bit of goop can have advantage on the next attack against it, guess it does.
Yeah, lights up. Nice. As you fire it in, you all now see as you floated in, as again these attacks go in, this face, this apparition of this face appear. Long, pink, like female form face maybe, but way more oval, and these like cat eyes, that was the word I was looking for. These like cat eyes that are upturned, that just scour towards you. And as it moves, again, it's not really a face, it's just the form of a face. But you feel now there's more of you there. It dances 1, dances 2, dances 3, and it looks around and picks up and looks at every one of you here. You're not sure if this is a real form or not form, but it feels like this thing is staring at and working out who you are. As again you hear, you cannot stop the plan. The plan is already in action. It is our time. It is our time. And you can hear the thoughts and the minds almost echoing out from every Myconid, as you can hear and you can feel the marching of these mushrooms.
I'll say again, now that everyone else is in here. Let us talk to the other guy!
What other guy, Zaga?
The other guy, there's 2 of them!
Do you know either of them?
Well, this one won't let the other one talk!
Did you know who the other one was?
Answer without the questions! Attack the goo!
You want to maybe drop the name in or something?
What was his name? I say to the face. Was it Hydroxide?
Hi, Florence.
Nice. Yeah, as you say hi, Florence, again, the face comes back and looks around, and you can see now this like pulse of blue that's trying to run through, like comes up in the bottom left-hand corner of the face and runs around up to the right. You can see there is almost like there is a bug running under the skin of this female form face. You have to do some damage.
I guess I'll do another fireball as some goo.
Because I'm using a bow and arrow, can I still do that, or does it have to be spells because I'm using my head?
Try it. You have all your equipment on you.
Sorry, Zaga, go ahead.
Right, it's just fireball. I don't think goo can do a dexterity saving throw, can it?
No.
Damage then. Damage for this one, 27.
27, nice. Nice. You can see bits are falling again. More of these poison balls get fired out, but they are having absolutely zero effect on you as they're passing
Is it still
through.
lashing out with tentacles?
Yeah. Each of the areas, you see like you can see the same effect of like an Everard's black tentacles. These tentacles whipping out, trying to grab anyone. But where you are able to control yourself down in the face, you're not close enough. Unless anyone's going to try and go to melee attack, you're not close enough. You can see these tentacles that are whipping out, just trying to grab anyone there as this thing is singeing and burning away.
I'll try an arrow attack just to see. 21.
Yeah, 21 hits.
23 points of damage.
23 points of damage. Give me 1 second. I've lost something that I'm supposed to. Cool. 21 points of damage. Nice. As you fire an arrow in, and as you fire it off, it leaves behind it this like grey and white line of sparkle as it kind of like fires towards, but it hits into that group. As you see, it does piercing damage to the thing. A big chunk of it kind of peels off from the Myconid. It kind of floats away to a different to an opposite side. This thing's looking. You can see where parts of it are burnt and fall, and where it's whipping out, where it's trying to fire. That bits of it are dying and falling off in certain areas.
Okay, so when it's dying, it's not like just going and reattaching itself to another bit or anything.
No, it looks like the bits that they almost like crust up and peel off like a scab.
Okay.
Is it like when you put newspaper in a fire?
A little bit. Yeah.
And like the bits of newspaper.
Yeah, like curls up
away.
and then just
Yeah.
disappears off into like ash. You can see there's certain bits where the tentacles are still alive on some bits, they're whipping out as they kind of float past. You guys have enough control of your body to stay out of the way.
Can I shout, "Hi, Florus, fight it"? And then could I do another arrow attack, please?
Yep.
19.
19? Yeah, 19's enough.
7 damage.
7 damage, nice. As that arrow goes in and chips another bit off and hits in there, you see this pulse of blue come through again, and you get the two-face effect as this other creature comes through, and you just hear this voice say, "No, must leave us be. We are a quiet race. We are not here to fight. Please, leave me be." As you can see the face firing backwards and forwards before it gets pushed to the side. As the face comes down again and eyeballs you all, with the poison clearly not doing anything, as you start to feel coming through the holes from up and above what feels like a wind. Something whipping up and around as these poison clouds start moving around. There are bits of the Ica still alive and sucking onto here, but you've burnt off a huge part of this main area, and you get this, again, another shout within your mind as this creature says, "Your time is now." No, wrong words. "Our time is now. Your time is over. Leave." And as the voice comes out, I'm afraid, a wind picks up around, swirls the poison clouds in, and starts to pick your bodies up as you are kind of thrown into a bit of a whirlwind, a bit of a vortex, and as fast as much as you can try and fight it, you are being carried on a current which starts to pick up and whip your body round as you lose control, as your bodies are spun and slammed against the wall of this rock, this skull, whatever it is, as each of you get hit and wake up one at a time.
I didn't even get a go.
I said anyone wants to go whenever they want. You did have a go. You said some silly things.
Oh, I should have just hit it. I should have just hit it with a 7 cool lightning for 70 damage.
You should have, but instead you said silly things, and then it was all done. I don't see how that's my fault.
I was okay. I thought I was going last because I got the.
No, you did enough damage to it. But yeah, there was still Ica and some of this spirit left behind, but this psychic wind has come through, whipped you all, and as you all see one another just splat against the wall, you all one by one wake up inside the cave from which you just were fighting.
Are there still plant enemy things?
Around you, no. So when you come back in, the lights are slightly duller within this cave, as you come back, you can see where the bodies of the Myconid were there. You can see there are some growths up, but it looks like whatever power was being drawn into this room has been drained away for the time being. But you can still see that the whole room is still covered in very much alive mushrooms and Myconid growth.
As everyone wakes up, I say, "Well, you guys took your time."
I mean, we didn't realise that it would have been safe going into spores.
What spores?
Oh, I accidentally killed the thing that was next to you and it blew up and it sent you into that slumber. Sorry.
Well, it's good because, well, we need to get back there. We need to continue chipping away at this. Clearly, well, whatever's affecting the Death Bloom side of things is clearly trying to take control of High Florist. In turn, all the Myconid explains why they're marching, well, I guess, north towards I guess Earth.
That would make sense.
We need High Florist to get back control of the Myconids. We need to get back in there.
Okay, well, how do we do that?
Other than finding more of these spores, I don't know.
I look around
Yeah.
and look at the other druids and say, "Well, those guys were useless."
Wait, who?
How do they all look?
And I look where Zaga's pointing.
Yeah, they have landed back in their bodies as they Grom. Again, just looks like he is just trying to maintain a meditative state. The other two are like shell-shocked, wide-eyed, mildly shaking, kind of staring, but not staring at anything.
Wait, they're alive? I thought they were dead.
No, they're alive.
I know I did the medicine check.
Yeah.
Brilliant cleric.
I know.
Can I go over and sort of put an arm on Grom? I know he's meditating, but just to try and soothe him a bit. Like, you're okay. We're back.
Yeah, he will. Yeah, he will kind of take a while to open up his eyes to ground himself, I suppose, for where he is. As he says, "I'm glad you came. We are dealing with powers beyond those we have ever seen before."
Yeah, that's exactly what we've been trying to say and dealing with the entire time. It's far beyond anything of this plane, and I say that's the body that went up to Ulherth was from that plane we've just been in, and it's all clearly linked together. And yeah, the powers here are something else.
We are not safe here in the Underdark, not whilst whatever that thing is has control. We will be... And he looks across the other druids and realises they're just full gone. He's like, we will need to leave. We will need to make our way back topside, work out until it's safe.
You're welcome to stay at the Silent Dagger in Redvant, because
For free?
Ulherth is, well, it's a no-go in a moment.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you can
not
stay.
going.
Just 10 silvers a night for each of you.
You can stay
Saga.
for free.
I think we should discuss this as a group. Sidebar.
Sidebar.
I put my arms out to huddle everyone. Yeah, no, I agree with Von Van. They obviously don't have money. Look at what they're wearing.
That's rude. We will need to regroup and find if these. He would have only seen the flashes of the Myconids and the hearing of the voices, but you guys saw. Grom has not seen the movement of those Myconid. So yeah, that.
Can I tell him?
Yeah, that's me. So if you go through it, he's a bit like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
So yeah, he will be like, "That's what we need to concentrate on. The Death Bloom was never moving overground.
I wouldn't go back to Allhearth if I were you. You're not very popular there.
We were sent to take down and protect the city. We were looking for where its movements were. Its movements were underground the whole time.
And your house is guarded by people.
We need to think about getting back. We'll get message. We'll send message to Allhearth. They can defend.
You can't send message to Allhearth. There's magic that it's blocking any communication in and out of Allhearth. We've been back, and yes, there's nothing that can penetrate this field around Allhearth.
Bonbon, tell him about the guards that weren't really guards at your house.
Yes, the Commonwealth guards, well, Drow elves disguised as guards. So who knows who else inside the Commonwealth is also disguised as well? There's martial law. There's complete lockdown. This could go all the way to the top of Commonwealth.
It's that general, I know it. I want to kill him.
There's people that seem to be making their way to the Commonwealth. Isn't there, Zaga? Let's have a look at him.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
Zaga had an overwhelming desire to walk towards the Commonwealth, even though we were walking to the Druid house. People are not sleeping there. There's all sorts of weird things going on.
Whoa. Fuck. That's not good. We need to leave here. Let's take this one.
Oh, they've conscripted the wizards too.
That would make sense. We need to get the message.
If you go back, you'll be conscripted against your will. Probably.
Well, we have time. If the mushrooms are marching, how many are there?
Hundreds. Maybe more.
We believe if the notes that we found from Tycho are true, that being we saw in there control the entire Myconid population. It's like a hive mind sort of thing, so every Myconid will be marching.
Oh. And what of the Death Bloom then? Is this the source? Is this the power? Is that the voice? Is that...
I mean, it sounds similar. Be a good thought to think that they are definitely linked. Let's get back and we can explain more.
If you do want to go back to Allhearth, Faywin's parents' house is empty now. You can stay there.
Oh, good. The Oakshine residence. I know it well. Doesn't really. Parents won't swing us. He gets up and he starts to help the other druids up. He's like, yes, we are not safe here. If this creature, when we arrived, we had spoken to some of the Myconid that you had met somewhere along the line, or you had met part of the circle. They recognized the talisman, and we were trying to get more information from him, and then they turned. They stopped communicating with us, and a different presence, a different voice happened, and then we were taken into that realm, but we were unable to control ourselves the way that you managed to. And then we were brought out, and then he looks towards Otto. He's like, we were brought out and then sent back. We shall not remain here in the Underdark, but we need to think whether the Death Bloom needs to be taken out now. He kind of gets the two guys up, and he starts moving them back down the kind of pathways that they came. Just trying to think whether there'd be any ways of him getting out quicker, but I don't think there would be.
I mean, we could go. I can still take us back. If we're not planning to do anything else.
Depends what you want to do. You're going to have to make your way through, and you know that even here now, there's nothing dropping out and trying to kill. What is?
It seems they weren't trying to kill us in the first place.
Yeah, give me an insight check.
Someone's good at insight.
Yeah.
Isn't Arthur good at insight?
Yeah.
I'm very good at insight.
Arthur's good at something. No, that's
He's
not
like
good.
plus 10 or something.
Yeah.
Let's
Plus
go
11.
with Arthur's instead.
I wouldn't. I got 4 plus 11. That's 15.
What was your
It's
one?
still higher than my 12.
Fucking hell.
That is confusing. Like, why were you being attacked, and then why were you then sent with the spore? I think the way in which you were like teleported there, you were taken there, right? The spores weren't harmful. The spores were a way of taking you to that place. That was very intentional where you ended up. But the method for getting you there was aggressive. Like, that doesn't make sense. And I think you seeing the backwards and forwards of Hyflorus and whatever else that entity was is kind of indicative of that. Like, Hyflorus has some control, but doesn't have full control. So, whilst you're down here, you can't guarantee that you won't be attacked or these things won't turn on you if you are deemed a threat. But you would also, I think, even with your passive insights, know that your card has been marked by whatever that other creature was. But yeah, I think there's an internal fight there. Hyflorus has control, some control, but not enough control. He wanted you, or it wanted you there. It wanted to get you into the realm. It wanted you to find what you found, but it has no control about what you can do or how you could. There's only a certain amount of things that it can do with its limited power. See, it's how you want to get back. So you can travel through the Underdark. You just don't know what the risk of that is. If you're traveling to get back out again the way you came, especially now that you've been marked. On your way in, you had it fairly easy, but you don't know if that will still be the case. Now you've turned up and ruffled the feathers. Or you can try and use spells to get out as quick as possible.
How many druids were there? 3.
3.
Can you take enough people?
Gather around, everybody.
We're going, Bryn.
I'm going somewhere. Haven't decided yet.
Draka! Party at Draka! We'll get the Kobold boys together. Go to the best band on the continent.
Let's
Have
go
you
back
ever
to
heard of a place that's a telescope of the islands between Bryn and the mainland? So we could possibly find Tycho's body in the same.
I
But no,
haven't
so
heard of that.
Silent Dagger.
Yeah, you don't know what that is.
Let's go to the Silent Dagger.
Cool. So yeah, you gather everybody up. You cast the teleport spell and find yourself back at the Silent Dagger. Would have been about half a day from when you left, so you get there about lunchtime as you arrive back with all the druids and all of your party. You are.
I start calling out, Bo! Yeah. Where's our lunch?
as Bo comes like back upstairs, he's like, "Oh." He's like, you made it out with everybody. Faywin sent me a very cryptic message as if she kind of wanted help, but there's not much I can do in those situations. So I
think she wanted you to get us lunch ready.
Ah. And he looks across.
It was
like,
more that
lunch?
I didn't know what we were going into, and I felt like maybe someone should know, not necessarily to help. But
I wrote it down, but I didn't have anything else to do with it.
I was about to try and hug you, Bo, but I shan't.
Oh, that's good. As he looks towards Grum, and he's like, and Grum looks at him and looks at the other two. Bo's like, "Yeah, you guys okay?" Grum's like, "They will need some time."
And lunch.
And lunch. He's got there's loads of food there. You know, bread, some cheeses, no duck, obviously.
No, Zaga's fully.
Just go straight into the kitchen.
We did have a hero's feast about 2 hours.
Yeah, you did. Nice. So you're back at the Silent Dagger. Yeah, you have gone to find the Myconids. They are, for what you can see, seem to be in some kind of trance. All of them moving, slow marching in a northward direction. From the pipeline you'll see, there was hundreds that you could see moving forward, but you don't know how long or how many have been travelling and when they've been travelling from. And there is some beast, as you have found your way into the astral plane and out of the astral plane, via the spores of the Myconid High Florus, who is seemingly being corrupted in some way. Also, there was a big old rock that looked like a skull floating in the astral sea. What the fuck was that? All those questions and more next week. It's 11 o'clock. Guys, we'll come back and pick that up next week, I think. That was a nice little run-in. Oh, how's it all feel being in the astral plane?
The big question, though, is, was Bo preparing lunch?
Bo was not preparing lunch. He didn't think he'd be back, to be honest. He prepared himself a really good sandwich, but just him.
Can Zaga do a sleight of handshake to see if we can steal it? I'm just
he's
doing it
got
on Zaga's
upstairs.
behalf because I think it would be funny.
He rolled a 25 to hide it from Zaga. But there's loads of food there for you. So yeah, you can get down. The druids will have seen something that they are struggling to comprehend, but Grom is with you now, and they will no longer be going down into the Underdark. So we can find out where we go from there next time. Ta-ta, farewell.
Nipples.